and it was a physical, it was showing the process of loading the actual film. This thing was the size of, I'm holding my arms out now like I was trying to hug a whale. It was this much film reel going around, and they had to feed it through all this stuff. Physical media matters. Thank you, Ryan Coogler and Sinners, for making sure that people remember that. ESPN 710, Los Angeles, Clinton and Friends, kiddos.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A Good Karma Brands radio station.
Here we go, Travis Rogers, DeMarco Farr.
The Far Side. You ready for the Far Side?
I'm in the Far Side.
You're in the Far
Let's
Side.
Go.
Welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. So let's get to the fun, shall we? The Travis and DeMarco Show right now.
Out here?
Well, we can be loud here now.
Now we can be loud here.
Because we are about, let's call it 50 or 60 yards from the first tee. We are about maybe 30 yards from the 18th green. We're at El Caballero Country Club.
El Caballero.
El Caballero.
I was corrected twice.
I missed my double L's.
Yes.
I forgot to put the double L on it right
El
now.
Cab for
That's
short.
Right. Sorry, Jorge. I apologize. My bad. We're here at the JM Eagle LA Championships. It's the LPGA event here in Los Angeles this year. And really, DeMarco, the only professional golf tournament here in LA this year because of the fires in the Palisades and in Eaton. Obviously, the LA Open, as it used to be known, the Genesis, I believe is what it's called right now, got scrubbed, moved to San Diego because of the fire. So this is the pro golf event in LA for 2025.
I'm in awe, bro. I mean, you're way more into golf than I am. I'm more golf resistant. Like, I don't pick up the phone when my brother's on the course because he's going to call me and start cussing me out for no reason. I'm not there.
Okay.
But this is so cool to watch a professional event. I showed you the video I just shot.
Yeah.
People teeing off on the first hole, and I was straight up in geekland, just watching them go about their business. So this is awesome. And then what you said was, this is the only professional golf
this year
in LA
because the Genesis was moved and postponed because of the Palisades fire, which, by the way, we're going to talk a lot about today because a lot of the things that are going on out here are to help fire victims here, to honor first responders that did all the incredible work that they did during the Palisades fires. And believe it or not, we're only about 2 miles away from where the fires were. They're just on the
right
other side
over
of
the
that
hill. That's what they said.
Just right over on the other side of the hill.
Hour.
So. We'll get into all of the things going on.
I found out something before you got here, though.
What's that?
The first responders are going to be here, and they're going to have them on the 10th hole.
Okay.
Which is not too far from here.
Right over there.
So you may lose me for a segment or two.
You going to get on the fire truck?
Sort of. In a manner of speaking, yes. They're going to be hanging out on the 10th hole, so I may go and I may not make it back for the next.
There is a hospitality tent for first responders that, by the way, free admission for first responders.
There you go.
Come out here all weekend long. First free admission for anybody that's been affected by the fires. Just come on out.
That's so cool.
And they'll let you in, and you can enjoy a beautiful day here at the JM Eagle LA Championships at El Caballero Country Club.
For anyone affected by the fire, show up, show your ID.
Yep.
And come on in.
Yep. Come on in.
So awesome. Yes.
So you went over there and watched them hit some balls off the first tee, huh?
I love watching people do things that I know I can't do, like jump high, dunk backwards, tee off.
What backwards?
Huh?
What?
Dunk backwards.
Oh, well, I can't dunk at all. Any dunking's impressive to me.
I got up and dunked once or twice, so I've done that. I've climbed that mountain. That's Mount Everest.
Yes,
but dunking backwards on a whim, wow, that's amazing.
Yes,
watching people tee off in front of people. Like, I'm standing there. We're all standing there watching you, eyes on you, and it's dead silent, and you can actually tee off and hit it straight. That's amazing.
So it is, you're not wrong at all. It is an incredibly nerve-wracking moment unless you are a professional, right? Like if you are, just like you played in the Rose Bowl, and you played in high school championship games, and the Super Bowl, and NFL game, all the amazing things that you did as a football player. At some point, it's just, I got to go play a football game. If the stadium might be a little bigger, there might be a few more people.
There's 21 other people out there with me.
Right. Yeah. I got to go do this thing, and I'm going to do it where, a regular person like me looks at it and goes, I can't, the adrenaline and all this stuff. Well, golf, you're on stage by yourself, right?
Yeah.
So I have been fortunate enough to play in a handful of, like, Pro-Am events. And I played in the Pro-Am event at the senior event, or Champions Tour event, excuse me, down in Orange County many, many years ago. And we were paired, my pro in our group was Ben Crenshaw.
Oh.
Okay. So Ben
pressure.
Crenshaw is a two-time Masters champion. Ben Crenshaw's a Hall of Famer. Like, Ben Crenshaw, right?
Yeah.
Big deal. And so I'm thinking, okay, I've played with tour players before. I'm going to be okay. I'll be a little nervous, but not that big of a deal. Not that big of a deal, not exciting, but just my nerves won't get the better of it.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So feeling pretty good about
I'm
yourself.
hitting balls on the range, and I meet him. It's nice to meet you. How you doing? Cool. And we chit-chat a little bit. I'm like, okay, I'll meet you on the first tee. See you over there in about 20 minutes.
Compartmentalizing.
Right.
This is Ben Crenshaw, but I'm playing golf.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I go, I'm thinking, okay, and I'm not really paying super close attention to everything that's going on around me. I'm just hitting some balls on the range and just kind of getting loose and whatnot. And all of a sudden I see that out of the corner of my eye, like there's a crowd building on the first tee. And I'm thinking, well, I wonder who they're coming to see.
DEFCON 4?
I haven't put the two pieces together yet, and I'm thinking, wow, I wonder who I get to go see play golf. This is going to be great. Like, I'm going to be right over there in a second. I wonder who it's going to be.
You're wondering who this is for. Who's causing all this? Okay.
So we were Group 1B. Okay.
Yeah.
In Group 1A was Tom Watson.
Oh boy. Okay.
Okay. So
DEFCON
Tom
3,
Watson
moving up.
is in 1A. We're in 1B. Well, the two biggest names out there at the time were Tom Watson and Ben Crenshaw.
Okay. You're getting the entire tour coming to you. Okay. Yep. You've moved into DEFCON 2. Sweat machine is on.
Now on the tee, two-time Masters champion, U.S. Amateur champion, winner of, 21 PGA Tour events, Mr. Ben Crenshaw.
Super resume. Yes. Okay.
He goes up to, hey, how you doing? Whoosh. Now on the tee, Mr. Travis, and I'm like,
you're hitting after Ben Crenshaw.
I literally
they set you up.
Oh my God! Like, and I'm looking around like,
wow,
why didn't everybody leave? Like, Tom Watson has hit his shot, Ben Crenshaw's hit his shot. Like, you guys need to get the out of here,
right?
Like, this is not going to work for me.
I'm assuming if I'm in that crowd, if he's playing with Ben Crenshaw, he can play.
I swear to you, DeMarco, as I'm bending over to put my ball on the tee,
yes,
my hand is shaking so badly I can barely set the ball on the tee without having it fall off.
Okay, yeah.
And I play fast, okay?
Yeah.
I'm a stick it in the ground, take a look.
Let's go.
Swing the club, let's go.
Okay, that's your rhythm.
Even by my standards, I couldn't do it fast enough.
Oh, really? You want it out of there.
I just want to get
okay.
And all I'm thinking is get the ball in the air. And I'm not trying to be immodest when I say this. I'm a pretty good golfer. Like, I don't worry about getting the ball in the air. I'm going to get the ball in the air.
But you're breaking it down. Just get it in the air.
And I'm thinking, get the damn ball in the air. I'm looking. I'm literally like this.
Because of the people?
There's people.
There's people, everybody watching.
Well, what happens at a golf course when everybody goes to hit a shot?
Everybody gets quiet.
Everybody gets quiet.
Yes.
Which was horrible.
Which is why I hate golf.
Horrible.
Come on.
I'm sitting there, and it felt like it was like an hour and a half where I'm standing over this ball. It's probably 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Swing. I hear, whoosh, and I'm like,
you killed it.
No, it was way to the right, but it was in the air, and it didn't hit a person, and it was all good.
You didn't miss it. Okay,
and
good.
It was the single most nervous I have ever been doing anything in my entire life.
That's weird, man. It is. Everybody's staring at you. It's a wild sport. I mean, I could see watching these people how they just block everything out. You could tell they're in their rhythm, like you said. They have a rhythm. I was watching them put their ball on the ground, put the tee in the ball, and how they did that. They have a rhythm. She did it. She got up, bang, ball down. I couldn't do it with all these people staring at me. I would freak out, or I would just start talking to people. You guys got to make some noise, man. You're making me nervous by being so dang quiet.
I just wanted to get out of there as quick as I can. So I'll give you one more quick story, and then we can talk about.
They were wearing the poor quiet guy out over there. He had that thing up for a good 15 minutes.
Yeah, they were.
I mean,
maybe a little faster.
15 minutes, bro. Put your arm down at least once. Yeah.
Right, let me know when you're going to hit it.
Thank you. I'll put it back up again. Right.
So fast forward a couple hours, same day. And one of the holes, we're playing this at Newport Beach Country Club. One of the holes goes this way, and then you turn around and you come back this way.
Okay.
Well, remember what I just told you. Tom Watson's in the group ahead of us, right? So as I'm hitting my tee shot, he's hitting his tee shot on the other hole, but we're coming towards one another.
Oh, you're crossing.
Okay.
Okay.
So, I'm going this way. He's coming this way. I pull my drive a little bit to the left in the rough. Not a bad shot, but it's off the fairway and it's in the rough. He does the same thing. So we're both in the same rough in roughly the same area.
Oh, cool.
So I'm walking up to the ball, and I look and I see it, and I see Tom Watson to about where Lucas is right here, and he's like, "Hey, how you doing?" And I'm like, I'm good. How are you, Tom?" He goes, "Good." And he goes, "Well, this shot you got here," he goes, "if you hit it to the back of the green, it'll funnel back down to the front. You just need to get it up and over this tree, and you'll be in good shape." And I'm like, "Oh, cool, thanks, man, appreciate
nice of
it."
him. Yeah.
And he looks at me, and he says,
"Do it."
"Well, go ahead."
Okay.
And I'm like,
"What? No, I want you to leave. I don't want you
and
to
he
see."
literally is standing there like this.
Wow.
He's just like, "Go ahead, let's see it."
I hate that.
I took a swing and I pulled it off. I did exactly
really?
what he said. I hit it over this tree. It hit the back of the green, and it rolled back down to the front. And he goes, "That putt goes left to right." And then he starts laughing and walks away. I'm
That's
like,
dope.
That's
awesome.
Nuts.
That's awesome. That is scary. I can't stand when they do that. Okay, go ahead. Let me see it. And they stand there with their arms folded.
Yeah, it's like Michael
That's worse
Jordan
than the
saying,
teeing off.
This is how you hit a jump shot. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I know you can do it. I can't do it.
My golf story, kind of the same, different ending, except it was Ozzie Smith, who was a golfer. And he said, "Tee off, do it this way." And it almost hit him. He got in the golf cart and drove off, and I never saw him again. I'm not golfing with this
He'd
maniac.
had enough.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Ozzie was a good golfer?
Oh, my God. That's all he did. Baseball, you know.
Yeah.
They go play golf. That's all he did, especially when they were on the road. Yeah.
I want to know how his defensive prowess would translate. Like, I bet that translates like good putting or something. Like just having really soft hands, really, you know.
I know he's a stickler for detail. Like everything is always perfect. And, I mean, I bet you would like golfing with him, I think. He takes it seriously. He's very quiet. He moves fast. I do know that.
Here's what I need two things if I'm going to play golf with you. I need you to move fast, and let's just have a good time.
You're right.
I do not need you to grind over your golf game. I don't really enjoy that all that much.
I got the feel. We golfed like 2 or 3 holes before he disappeared and then just
you
ghosted
nearly
me.
maimed the man, DeMarco.
But I mean, he was really big on pace. Like he wasn't there for the small talk. He was there to play. So you might like him. Yeah. I hope I don't get in the way of somebody's golf. By
so
talking.
when we we're standing here in the front of or behind, I should say, the 18th green at El Caballero Country Club, JM Eagle LA Championship. When they start to come up and start to hit some putts, maybe we kind of come down here. I don't know if we need to go
You mean like tone or volume?
To where
Are we safe here?
Oh, well, look, put it this way.
I just realized they're coming this way, right?
Women make a living doing this. If they hit us, they're not out here.
But
you and I could hit us.
But it's not out of the realm of possibility that one could come shooting in here.
Yes, it is.
Okay, just making sure.
You are. They're pros. They're not. We're not out on Santa Anita Golf Course on the weekend.
Right. They could hit it where they want to hit it. Right.
Yes.
So maybe they listen to us and they may be aiming.
Matthew Stafford isn't throwing the ball into the stand.
Right. But they may be aiming for us on purpose.
Yeah, no,
That's that guy.
If they don't hit that green, they don't eat, and they get.
This is true.
They get a 9 to 5 like the rest of us. Right?
I do like that. I do like watching people compete. Like going to BMO, watching soccer players go about their business. I told you, I freaked out when I saw LeBron do his routine, come out of the locker room, warm up, go back in. I thought that's great. Watching them tee off, walk down, do their business while we get to watch them, I think is fantastic. I cannot wait for some action later on.
We will definitely get some action later on. We're going to talk with a handful of people here around the tournament. We're going to talk with the tournament director, the media director, general manager here of the golf course, and the CEO of JM Eagle. So we got a full day. And, of course, we got the Lakers and the Timberwolves tomorrow evening. What do we call them, 5:30? Is that afternoon? Or
Late afternoon.
Late afternoon.
Yeah.
Lakers and the T-Wolves. And
early evening.
I'm going to throw some headlines at you on what we might be talking about come Monday morning. That's coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
For ESPN LA contest rules, go to ESPNLA.com and click the contest button.
Hey everyone, this is Ramona Shelburne. Did you know that Children's Hospital Los Angeles isn't just a local favorite? They're ranked one of the best pediatric hospitals in the country by U.S. News and World Report. With nearly 15,000 surgeries a year, they handle more complex procedures than any other hospital in Southern California. That's major league expertise right in our backyard. When it comes to your child's health, CHLA is playing in a league of their own.
Hey,
Hey, Southern California, I'm Ty Pennington, the home guy, teaming up with Pechanga Resort Casino to give away a brand new house. Imagine yourself in a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom home in incredible Temecula, California. All you need to do is play your favorite slots or table games at Pechanga Resort Casino. The more you play, the more entries you earn. Visit Pechanga.com or call 888-PECHANGA for complete details on Home Sweet Win.
Rules and conditions apply. Go to Pechanga.com for more details.
Cap here. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gatt. With years of experience and a passion for helping people, if you've got water damage at home, call Avner Gatt today. 818-917-5256 or avnergatt.com. That's 818-917-5256. Avner Gatt. Your claim, our game.
Why do we grill to order at Waba Grill? Because it's just better for you. Our Asian-inspired menu has high-quality proteins that are healthier for you. Right now, get our Value Bowl combo for only $8.99. Waba Grill. It's for you.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again, at work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text Kettle to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast, absolutely free. Text KETTLE to 321-321. That's Kettle to 321-321.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
We are outside today, DeMarco. We are in the wild. We are at El Caballero Country Club.
We outside.
What's that?
We outside.
I said
we outside.
Yeah,
indeed. And we look. You wanted some action. We're getting some action.
This
we got
is
a threesome coming down the 18th fairway.
This
right
is
here,
where my golf game
there.
falls apart. Right here, the second
you
shot.
don't like the iron shots, do you?
No, I do not. Like off the tee, great. And right here is where I would screw it up big time, and where I start to want to go home.
That's typically your is the flip side of most people. Most people struggle with the ones that you like and find this easier.
The tee box shots,
yes.
people. Oh, really? That's like home run derby. Mash it and get it out there.
Look, this is what makes this game so much fun. A little bit different for everybody, but generally speaking, this is the shot that is a little easier for most people.
Okay. I think I would be a better golfer if I had a caddy. Just tell me what you want me to swing and hit. And tell me where you want me to put it, and I'll do it. Just let me be the mechanism. You tell me where to go.
Yes, and a good caddy can make a difference for sure. I was telling Emily this morning. And we're out here. This is a beautiful venue, El Caballero Country Club in the Valley, and we're in this nice little spot. Green hills, pretty houses, beautiful golf course,
gorgeous.
And it got me thinking. I think whenever I'm done with this, and hopefully I get to do this for a very long time.
You mean this radio?
Radio.
Okay, yeah.
But when I am done with radio, I think I would like to be a caddy. And you just
okay.
Because here, think about it. What do you do if you're a caddy?
You give advice and you watch the other guy take the shot.
Right. And you get to take a nice long walk outside.
Every day.
And you have to be a good hang. Which I think that you are.
You got to be a good hang. You got to be a little bit of a sports psychologist. You got to be a little, I get to carry this heavy golf bag. I get to be in beautiful places, at beautiful clubs, outside, get some sun, and take a nice long walk 6 days a week.
That's not a bad idea, Trav.
Right?
That really is. That is a Forrest Gump moment. I like that.
You saw that they got that spread inside.
Yeah.
There's a bar here.
Yes. Hold on. Wait, be quiet. Can you hear birds?
No, because it's not Augusta. We're not piping it in.
We're in a different location.
Now
I wanted to see if we could really hear birds.
No.
Okay.
Because
you're ruining it.
You just answered your own question, but that's not really piped in. Listen right now. Do you hear the perfect bird song?
Give me 5 seconds. Yep, they're piping it.
We're also not in Augusta, Georgia.
No,
True.
we're not.
Oh, there's birds. There's trees. There's birds. There's one.
There goes a bird right there.
Hummingbird.
Hummingbirds really don't chirp much, but there are birds.
They pipe in the birds from Hawaii because birds in Hawaii are actually quite loud in a beautiful way.
We're not screwing this up.
You
They
get
can't
like
hear us.
crows, which are obnoxious and never stop squawking along the way. And the lady in the blue. There you go, Jorge.
Is that piped in?
That is, yes.
Oh.
That lady, she finally hit the shot. Let's see.
Nice shot.
Oh, right there in the front of the green. Good shot by her.
Nice shot. Okay.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about tomorrow by trying to guess at what we might be talking about on Monday. By the time we come in on Monday morning, the Lakers will have played game 1 of their first-round playoff series against the Minnesota Timberwolves, who, by the way, come in blistering hot.
Yeah.
How many games do you think they won of their 21 final games of the season?
How many games have they won?
Yes.
I think they won, 9 of 10 or something like that to end the year?
They were 17-4
in
their last 21
They were
games.
hot. Yeah, I mean, you're catching Ant at the wrong time or the right time, depending if you're a T-Wolves fan. So which answer do you want? Do you want the Laker homer or do you want the real thing?
Give me both.
You might be down 0-1, and that's okay. We may be talking about Ant Edwards goes off, drops 50. He's the flavor of the month. He's trying to stake his claim as the next face of the NBA, and he did it right in front of Luka and LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
And you may be down 0-1. It's not the end of the series. That could be how it starts.
Headline is Anthony Edwards too much for the Lakers to handle.
There you go. Right there.
There you go. That's one of the headlines I had. It's Ant makes statement ready for prime time.
Yes.
Right? And that would be, I agree with you, it wouldn't be a fatal blow to them winning the series, but that would be we got a problem. That
really?
would be, I think not it's not over, but if he goes out there and maybe he tears apart Austin Reeves or whoever's on him, and there's just no answer for him. They try the next guy and there's no answer, and the next guy and there's no answer, and all of a sudden it's, oh boy, he's on one, and we got to find a way to try to stop him. That I think could be maybe number 2 down the list of, okay, we're going to have a long, hard fight in the first round.
If we're living in that universe, then we're probably talking about, okay, what is JJ going to do to try to keep them from exploiting your weaknesses defensively? And we'll go into that chess game there. But you would have to expect that if you're a rational basketball fan. You have to expect that the T-Wolves could actually wipe the floor with you for game 1. They're that good.
Be surprised if they wipe the floor with them. I wouldn't be surprised if they beat
or
them.
win by 12 points.
Yeah,
That should not shock you at all. They're that good. They can knock you out. Do I think the Lakers are a better team? Absolutely. Would I be surprised if they were down early in the series? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
I would like to push back on the last 21 games. How much of those games were against good opponents?
Well, it's a good question. Not as many as you would think. However, they were in a dogfight. They were in the play-in grouping. They were in that group of teams where every game matters. And when you're in the NBA and every game matters and you have to win them, it changes the stakes dramatically.
Oh, yeah.
So, look, there are games against teams like the Sixers and the Nets, 2 games against the Nets, as a matter of fact, a couple against the Jazz. You got the Spurs and the Hornets and the Suns. Like, there's some
down opponents, but you got to win them.
You got to beat them.
You got to win.
You got to beat them. So I think that your point is a good one, but I don't think it disqualifies the 17
Kerr
wins.
said it. He said, we've been playing knockout games for the last 3 weeks. You could say that about the T-Wolves. It seemed like, was it last week? It may have been, or a week, but 10 days ago. They were all stuck on 32 losses.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was.
Yeah,
even the T-Wolves, and they were battling it out. So they're winning games. How good they are, we don't know, but they're going in playing their best basketball, their best brand of basketball.
Okay, here's another potential headline that we could be talking about on Monday morning. Lakers are primed to make a run.
Oh, God, yeah.
The Lakers just come in there and look razor sharp.
Decimate them.
They come in there. LeBron looks fresh and crisp and fast. And Luka is Luka. And Austin Reeves has a big game. The defense looks really good.
Oh, yeah.
All of a sudden, like J.J. Redick, kind of like we saw with the Nuggets a month or so ago, where it's like, whoa, that's different. That's new. They neutralized Anthony Edwards. That he might have had 24 points, but he did 24 points on 19 shots.
He did damage and it didn't matter.
Or that.
Yeah, he did max damage and it still didn't stop the T-Wolves from losing by 20 points.
I think that would be the one that, because look,
the rest of the league goes, uh-oh.
It's like one in the NFL where we all go, oh, those guys look great. And then, oh my God, those guys look terrible. It's like, guys, we got 4 months to go.
Right, we got a long way to go.
But I do think that there's a scenario where we come in on Monday and like, holy smoke, did you see that?
Yeah, you could.
Because think about it. They're going to be fresh. They're going to be they're going to be as healthy as you could reasonably hope for. They're going to be motivated. It's at home. It's like all of these things that you're stacking up could lead to I don't want to say a runaway, because playoff games are very rarely runaways like that. But it could be, like you said, a 14, 15-point win that they have their hand on the wheel snugly the entire time. And you and I and everybody that watches basketball on Monday is like, you know what? The sky is the limit for this team. They're ready to go on a heater.
If they go out and they send a message early that you know that the T-Wolves don't have enough. I'll say this. How do you know you're doing well? Because the T-Wolves have some advantages, and they're going to play to those. They are big. They're absolutely big. Go Bears there. If Gobert, I'll say this. This is fun. If he gets less than 2 feet in the paint, dunks a quarter, you're probably blowing them out. Lobs, I'll give up.
The difference between a blowout or not?
Anything, like if jump hooks, whatever, anything short of a dunk, you're probably going to beat them. That means you're putting the body on him. That means you're making him work. If he's allowed to stand there in the paint, be big, dunk, and then get back on defense, that's going to be a long road to hoe. You're going to play 7 games against that group. But if you box them out, keep them from getting those second chance points, and you can get into your offense, you will absolutely blow them out. If you do that, you will put the rest of the league on notice, because it will be the Luka Doncic coronation drive. He's already on the precipice of being the face of the league. You go through Minnesota, you get your confidence up, you go through the second round, you blow into the finals, you win there. He's that guy.
I want to ask you something.
There's a lot that could go on Monday.
Do you think that Luka's confidence isn't always up? Do you think he may be having a little something going on in between
Okay,
years?
So someone else.
When you said it, it kind of. I wasn't even thinking of it. I'm like, I wonder. Like,
in the walk in the pod, someone
yeah.
else brought this up, so I'm going to kind of steal it.
Yeah.
His numbers are exactly the same as they were in Dallas.
Yeah.
Exactly the same. He doesn't change. This is not affecting him. It did for a minute. He's back to being Luka.
Mm-hmm.
He's the best player in the league, or at least heading towards it.
He's on the very short list.
Absolutely. His jersey sales are through the roof. They are waiting to hand you the NBA. All you have to do is win a championship.
Mm-hmm.
If they play like that on Monday, you send Ant home early, no matter how many points he scores, and keep moving forward, the league is yours. And the league is the Lakers again.
Yeah, the way that you phrased it, though, kind of, and I don't think this is what's going on, but I think we forget that there are times where these guys, they're people, they're human beings, they have emotions, they go through
he's
the same.
26.
I know, right, and he's young, but when you've been the guy your entire life, and Luka was anointed as the guy from the time he was like 11 years old, he's special. And it turns out they were right. He is special. Mm-hmm. And you're the best player on a professional team in Europe when you're 15 years old, which he was. And then you come over to the best league in the world, which this one is, and you immediately have an impact. And
go right to the top.
Right. Yeah. He really has never had that, man, I don't know if I got this or not. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, somebody says, you know what, we don't want you here anymore. Beat it. And gets traded like that. Does that – and because immediately we are all – hey, this is going to light a fire under him. He's going to go crazy. He's going to go on a scorched earth. I'm going to show all you blankers exactly what I'm all about. Is there at least the possibility in the back of his head that kind of messed with him a little bit?
I think he was always that guy. He was going to be that guy, period. You might have given him some more ammunition or some more fuel for the fire, but he's always going to be that guy no matter what. That's why it's so shocking that you traded him.
Man, I can't believe they got – yeah. When things are going well and you're feeling good and you got confidence, and then confidence leads to more confidence, and confidence leads to success and all these things. But all of a sudden, something happens that's never happened. You're like, whoa.
Weird. I know.
Like I am susceptible to bad luck.
If
I
we're
am
two
susceptible
farmers and your tractor breaks down and I got two, I'm not going to give you my good one.
Right.
That makes no sense.
Right.
That's why I'm still shocked about Dallas. So I think Luka's going to be Luka, and I think Luka now – no, even if you're in Dallas, you could spend your whole career there. You could be a max contract guy. You can be as rich as you want, but it still probably won't take you to the top. The avenue, there's a glass ceiling there because you're the Maverick.
Could be.
Here, the whole world is available to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And all you have to do is be
you.
You. Yeah. That's it. Yes.
Maybe we can talk about this later, but Bill Simmons had Brian Windhorst on, and Brian Windhorst brought up a couple times in which Luka was he needed to be counted on, and he wasn't there because he fouled out. And it wasn't just last year when Brian Windhorst went on that whole tirade going at Luka after he fouled out of game 2 or 3 of the finals. It happened in Slovenia as well, and it's happened multiple times when he's needed. He fouls out and he can't help himself. So maybe we can talk about that, maybe the bad side of Luka later on.
We'll do that coming up in just a little bit. We got some more potential headlines for you. And, of course, we're going to talk more about the JM Eagle LA Championship. Jeremy Friedman will be joining us next. He is the media director here for the JM Eagle LA Championship. It is a beautiful day out here at El Caballero Country Club. We will continue. Coming up next, it's Trav and DeMarco, 710 ESPN. All right, let's talk about Rotolo Chevrolet. Rotolo Chevrolet, DeMarco, right? Talk about championships. We're talking about basketball. We're talking about golf here. They win the championship every year. 13 championships in a row. That's Dealer of the Year for Chevrolet's Rotolo Chevrolet. So if you've been thinking about a Silverado, if you've been thinking about any of the Chevy cars or trucks, going out to Rotolo Chevrolet. It's in Fontana. It's right off the 210 freeway, Sierra Avenue exit. You can't miss it. And you're thinking, Trav, maybe I'm right next to you. I'm out here in the valley. Fontana's kind of far. Yeah, you're right. It is. But you know what you can do? You can go to RotoloChevy.com. ROTOLO. RotoloChevy.com. And when you go online, you're going to find the exact same experience as if you go into the store, which is transparent, courteous, upfront. You're going to love your purchase at Rotolo Chevrolet. Well, why, Trav? Why is that going to happen? Because Mike Capozio is going to make sure. Because Mike Capozio has taught his team that your satisfaction is number one for them. And that's why they win Dealer of the Year every year. And that's why you tell your friends and they tell theirs and they keep racking titles. Rotolo Chevy, right off the 210, Sierra Avenue exit in Fontana. And when you get there, tell them that Travis sent you.
Go VIP style to the championship. Would you like to do that? I'm sure you would. Basketball's championship series is not that far away. And starting with the play-in round, which is going on, every lineup you make on Prize Picks will enter you in the Takes Two ticket sweepstakes. It's on right now on the Prize Picks app. And this could get you and a +1. So you and your guest are going VIP style to the ship, okay? The ship, as in the championship. Download the Prize Picks app. Use my code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. Make a $5 play, get a $50 bonus. Prize Picks, run your game.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News and World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. In the market for new flooring? Why pay more at big box stores? At Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, every day is a deal, no gimmicks. Call 866-62-FLOOR or visit them online at hernandezwholesaleflooring.net. No sale beats wholesale.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, U.S. Tax Shield can help you take back control. The IRS can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Our team of tax attorneys can stop collections and get you protected. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the BBB, so call 800-494-6139. U.S. Tax Shield, 800-494-6139.
The sports calendar is heating up, and with ESPN Bet Sportsbook, you can go from checking news and stats to placing bets in just a couple of taps. Stream games, bet live, and get exclusive offers when you link your ESPN account. Right now, you can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet app and sign up with promo code JOEQ to get started today. That's JOEQ, Joe Q. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
This is the Travis and DeMarco Show.
Now weekdays 9 a.m. to noon on LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
All right, as mentioned, we are here at the JM Eagle LA Championship at El Caballero Country Club here in the Valley. It is a beautiful day and a great event. This is the second year in a row that we've gotten an opportunity to come out here to the JM Eagle Championships, and we are joined again, like we were last year, by Jeremy Friedman, who is the media director of the tournament. Jeremy, good to see you again. Thanks again for having us out.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you guys being here. Once again, we got a great view of 18. The first groups are coming down the 18th fairway. It's the sun is trying to peek out.
It's the Valley, Jeremy. It'll be here eventually.
Okay.
Right. It may be a little gray in the morning like it is right now, but before too long, you're going to have that jacket off. You're going to be saying, where's the ice water? Give me a cold beer or whatever it is you do at the end of the day, because it's going to get hot out here.
Love
sure.
Love it.
I can tell you've done this before because you just adjusted our volume just by speaking. I like that.
Well, he wanted you to
you
go
went down the golf tone.
Full Jim Nance mode.
Big time, didn't he?
Hello, friends.
Hello.
Right. You want to,
without saying a word. I love it.
So, Jeremy, you and I were talking a little bit this morning, and when you told me this, it made sense, but I hadn't really kind of put the pieces together that this is the professional golf event in Los Angeles this year because the Genesis had to be relocated to San Diego because of the Palisades fire, which is just on the other side of the hill here. So this is the LA professional golf event of 2025.
It is, yes. And we are super proud to be able to be hosting an LPGA Tour event and a professional golf tournament here in Los Angeles, not only to showcase all the great players in the 144-player field, but as we were talking this morning, this week it's serving a bigger purpose, right? And for everybody here that was affected by the fires a couple of months ago, as we talked, they were just over the hill here at the club, and so it's something that we as the tournament, JM Eagle and Plaspro, the title and presenting sponsors, they're very passionate about this, and it's more or less for the fans coming out over the next 4 days or next 3 days. It's to give them just a breather, right, and a respite, and just something to enjoy with their families and friends for a few hours, and just kind of pausing on, all the recovery efforts that are going on around here.
I think that's so cool. I'm enjoying watching professional golfers do their thing. Are you around the golfers all week?
Yes.
Are they always this? They're working, so they're quiet. But do they have fun in there, joking around with each other?
They do. Yes, they have. So when you look at it this way, on the golf course, that's their office, right? So they are grinding. They're at work.
Okay.
Right? When they sign their paycheck, when they sign their scorecard, and come off of scoring and come into player dining and all that, it's kind of like they can just relax.
I want to see that. I mean, but I think it's cool. So I'm in heaven watching this. But I think the coolest thing is, like you said, people that have been affected by the fire, just come on out. It's free. Enjoy yourselves. Watch this. I think that is awesome. That's a great message.
Yeah. So what? One of the big initiatives for this week for the tournament. So anyone who has been affected here by the Eaton and Palisades fires, JM Eagle is providing complimentary admission to them and their families. Again, to just provide a breather and a respite to come out for a few days in a way to, a small way for this tournament and the LPGA Tour and JM Eagle to just, give, as Walter Wang, who's the CEO, he says, as a beacon of hope, right? Just something to for everybody to enjoy.
Jeremy Friedman is the media director of the JM Eagle LA Championship. We are here at El Caballero Country Club, and if you'd like to come out and you need to get some tickets, there's a great way to do that as well. JMEagleLAChampionship.com for an opportunity to buy some tickets. And like DeMarco mentioned, Jeremy mentioned, if you have been affected by the fires, if you are a first responder, you can come out as well, and you get complimentary admission, and it's a great day. And Jeremy, I know you've been doing this for a long time. You and I have known each other for a while, and I'm a golf person, so I love being at a golf course no matter what. But for somebody that maybe has never been to a professional golf tournament before, one of the things that I absolutely love, and DeMarco, I think you kind of experienced this first, you can get so close to the action. Like, you think if you go to a Laker game to be on the court side seats, well, sure, but there's only a handful of those.
And you're paying a pretty penny,
and
too.
you're paying, everything here is a court side
I feel
seat.
like I shouldn't even be standing where I'm standing. They're
Yeah,
golfing right
you
there.
just really can get up close to the players themselves.
You totally can, and the fans and the spectators. I mean, they can, as players are coming up 18, they can walk alongside or along the rope line and see how they're preparing for their next shot. They can come up to and walk and sit around and stand around the green, watch how they're preparing for their putts. This is, to your point, a Laker game, unless you're courtside.
Jack Nicholson,
right? Yeah, unless you're Jack Nicholson, right? Dodger game, right? Unless you got the dugout seats.
Mary
right?
Hart.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
The only other sport that is close to something like this is IndyCar, right? Because IndyCar, you can because we just had the Long Beach race here, right? You can kind of go in the paddock and kind of see them, getting behind the scenes. But here, you can, it's and there's different ways to watch the golf tournament here. We have the grandstands right here at 18 that you can park it on one hole and just watch everybody come in, or you can find a group, find your favorite player. We've got. We got 15 of the top 20 players in the world here. We got world number 1 Nelly Korda here. We have a lot of Los Angeles-based players that are here, and you can just follow along with them. And for golfers, this is the big difference from the PGA Tour to the LPGA Tour when you're watching. When we watch PGA Tour players, like we watch them hit off the tee, they drive at 400 yards.
Doesn't add up, yeah.
Average, right? Yeah. We can't hit at 400 yards, right? LPGA players, right? They hit it. They are fairways and greens, right? They are down the middle, and then
you recognize the game.
Yeah, you recognize the game, and it's a lot more. The driving distance is and the iron distance is a lot similar to us, so we can relate to that.
Well, speaking
in a way.
Yeah, sorry. UCLA alums Ryan O'Toole.
Yep.
Is that Lily Vu?
Lily Vu.
Lily Vu and Caroline Canales, right?
Yep, Caroline Canales, yep.
Allison Corpus from SC, Sophia Popov from SC, Gabriella Ruffles from SC, and Pepperdine. Danielle King, some California flavor in there. So 2 things. How do I get the job as the Quiet Please guy? I want to volunteer as that, or the standard bearer.
That is, and good question. Every professional golf tournament, and you guys have been to a bunch. I work a bunch of them. Golf tournaments cannot happen without volunteers.
Sure.
We have this year we have over 400 of them here this week, and they are doing everything from, like you said, standard bearer, walking scores. We've got volunteers on the driving range. We've got volunteers in player registration. They're doing a little bit of everything. They're the ones. They're the glue that kind of makes these tournaments happen, and it's a really cool way for golf fans to really get up close with the players, right? Just kind of like what we see right here,
They're
right?
coming off right in front of us.
Yeah.
Aren't you just like in awe?
It's pretty cool.
Look, they're walking by us.
It's
go
pretty
ahead.
cool. Jeremy, one last before we let you go here. We're talking with Jeremy Friedman, who's the media director of the JM Eagle LA Championship. You can find your tickets at jmeaglelachampionship.com. What does it mean? You mentioned her name a second ago, to have the number 1 player in the world, Nelly Korda, at the event this week.
It's awesome. Nelly has what she did last year when she had her streak of 6 consecutive tournaments.
Yep.
She really helped put women's golf on the map.
Yeah.
Right. And having Nelly here as world number 1, she loves coming here to Los Angeles. She loves playing this tournament, and it's fantastic for us. Like I said, we have a lot of LA-based players. We have a lot of great players, but to have the world number 1 Nelly Korda here, it's something special for us.
Yeah, 6 tournaments in a row, DeMarco. She showed up and just waxed everybody.
Yep.
Do I have the job? That's all I'm concerned. Look, I can do it. How am I doing?
We will. You're hired.
Talk to somebody. There you go. Let me get in there.
We will put you on the afternoon group and in the afternoon wave and
get your steps in.
10th hole, please.
10th hole. Quiet, please.
Where the first responders are. Glad to be down there.
Yeah, he wants to be by the hospitality.
I'm trying to get to.
I see how you said that. Jeremy, thank you again so much for having us out here. It's a great event, and a reminder again, jmeagleLAchampionship.com for an opportunity to buy tickets. And if you have been affected by the fires, if you are a first responder, just come on out. Free admission to you and your family, and you can have a great day here at El Caballero Country Club. Thanks again, Jeremy.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for being here today.
You got it. All right, The Far Side is coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
Steve Mason and John Ireland.
Mason and Ireland, today at noon after Travis and DeMarco.
You can learn a lot from elephants.
We can.
Ireland, do you have an elephant sound?
That wasn't very elephant-y.
Yeah,
What's the key to doing that one? Your lips are closed?
Closed, yeah.
Yeah, I got to work on mine.
Yeah. The OGs of LA Sports Radio. That's Mason and Ireland.
On 710 ESPN.
When the Eaton fire hit, families were caught off guard.
When I got the call that there was a fast-moving fire, I was like, no, this is not happening.
If you lost your home, call Jacob, 844-24-JACOB, or visit calljacob.com. Together, we are LA Strong.
Call Jacob. Pizza City Fest returns to Los Angeles at LA Live on Saturday, April 26th and Sunday, April 27th. The festival offers a stellar lineup of Southern California's best pizza makers in one location, giving fans the unique opportunity to taste, see live demos, and attend panel discussions with culinary experts over 2 days at LA Live. Get more info and buy tickets now at LALive.com/Pizza City Fest LA. Once again, that's LALive.com/Pizza City Fest LA.
Why do we grill to order at Waba Grill? Because it's just better for you. And our Asian-inspired menu has high-quality proteins that are healthier for you. Right now, get our Value Bowl combo for only $8.99. Waba Grill, it's for you.
Switching to Progressive is a game-winning call. And that reminds us of other game-winning calls in the history of sports.
It was a doubleheader in August and really hot inside the concession stand. So instead of waiting for people to come to me, I figured I'd walk around yelling, "Hot dogs here!" And that's how I became the first hot dog vendor in sports.
Okay, not really a game-winning call, but it was a good call. You can make one too. Switch to Progressive and you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
SoFi Personal Loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible: overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right. Pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi Personal Loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
You unlock this door with a key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension. A dimension of sound, a dimension of sight, a dimension of mind. You're moving into the land of shadow and substance, of things and ideas you've crossed over into the far side.
I'm in the far side.
You're in the far side.
It is the middle ground between light and shadow.
Do you know what helped?
4 or 5 hour ride.
I jumped in the ocean. It helped.
Between science and superstition.
I gotta feel quick. I gotta feel quick. I gotta feel fast. I want to feel naked out there.
And it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. The far side.
What do you call this thing again we just got from Jeremy? What do you call this?
Notebook.
Notebook. When you're out there making notes. I
Yes.
was wondered about this when I see golf on TV.
It makes me feel like a big shot when I have like a real reporter's notebook.
Is that what
like
it
the
is?
One it's got the spiral thing at the top, and you can flip the pages like front to. It's not like a book that opens front to spine.
Yeah, it goes over the top.
Yeah, it goes over the top.
I like
and
that.
it's shorter. You can put in your pocket.
You can
like
fits in your pocket.
I just saw the professionals walk by. They got a bunch of these things
So
in their
you
back
really
pocket.
want to go next level is
Yeah.
when you put your pen through the little spiral thing.
See, that's what I'm talking
it in
about.
your-
But
put it on your ear.
I would love to see the notes of a pro. I know what I would put in my little notes. Dang, you suck.
Well, no. These are for the reporters.
Another one in the rough. You stink.
This is not a caddy's book or a player's book. This is for the reporters to make notes about what it is that they're looking at.
I thought
now
it was
the players have their own notebooks, which are different. They have little schematics of the hole. That this tree's this far from this much to carry the water. This.
I'm
much to
glad
carry
he
the
told
bunker.
me. Mine would be filled with bad self-talk. Yes, bad self-talk. Everything you were thinking, teeing off with Ben Crenshaw. would be there. It would be on there.
It surprises me
Yeah.
that you're a bad self-talk guy because you're a very optimistic man.
Well, I mean, it's motivating for me. It gets me going. That's the stuff I would write down.
Okay.
Like you saw the old movie Carrie. They're all going to laugh at you. I would put that in there
I
1,000
still
times.
say that to my kids.
That's what I'm talking about.
Because it's great. That
it's
and then, of course, the Adam Sandler stand-up there with his mother. They're all going to laugh at you.
They're all going to laugh
I
at you.
mean, have your kids watched Carrie?
No, they don't know what
No.
it's from. But
no.
Emily, you should know by now. I just want to amuse myself.
Yes,
That's really
yeah.
my only goal every day is to make myself amused. So
Yeah,
what do you got,
me too.
Marco?
That was one of the things. It was Exorcist. There was one more, and Carrie scarred me for life.
Carrie was messed
That scarred
up.
me for life.
Carrie's my favorite movie ever. I
That
love
was
Carrie.
terrifying. Yeah, absolutely. I was thinking about this, revisiting, going back to talking about Trey Hendrickson and improving the defense. The draft is how many days away are we from the draft now?
6.
It's 6. Yeah.
6 days away, so it's almost there. We had Max Starks on getting ready for the draft yesterday. Talking about how you improve the Rams, and you have an aging quarterback, and you see what's going on with Aaron Rodgers.
Sure.
That's the other side of aging quarterbacks, and it's just a blessing you don't have that here. You have a guy that's driven by championships only.
Guy that
and
wants
he's
to
old.
play football.
That he wants to play ball, and he wants to be that guy.
Right.
So refreshing. So how do you supplement that in your short window, whatever it is, 1-2 years, whatever it is? I would say go all in on defense. And some people look at me funny because the defense was the strength of the football team. It is. It was. They were great in certain moments. But if you look stat-wise, it doesn't say that. They're near
middle of the pack, right?
Middle of the pack or towards the bottom of the middle of the pack in certain areas. Some of the key spots. So you can always improve upon that. So they were young last year. So anytime early in the season, think about Jared Verse, his first 6 to 8 games where he kept missing tackles, right? When he finally started making those tackles, the defense got better. So all the young hiccups they went through. When you were at third down, first down, tackle for loss. Second down, you stuffed it. Now it's third and long. You let the quarterback jump out the window and picked up a first down again. So you have to play those extra 12 downs just to get off the field. I didn't mind that. The more defense you can play, the more experience they gain. They're going to be better later for it, and they were. Now that changes going into year 2. You want to play more like Ray Lewis. 3 plays, get the hell out. 3 plays, get the hell out. So I think you're closer to that than you are being an offensive juggernaut. So anything I can do to feed that monster, I think that's a faster road to getting to what we all want, which is a Lombardi.
And like you said, what it does do if you're the Ray Lewis model, like you're talking about, like 3 and out, it just gives your offense more opportunities to score.
Yes.
Like they're not going to be a team that goes, you give them 10 drives, they're going to score 7 times. That's probably not what it is. But if you can give them 12 drives,
correct,
then all of a sudden it's a totally different opportunity. You just get 2 more cracks at it.
That's what same like with basketball. There's good 3-point shooting teams and there's volume shooting teams. They just put a lot up. You're going to hit some. They're pros. If I can give Matthew Stafford 2 extra possessions a game or 1 extra possession a quarter or a half, so be it. I think you'll get points out of that. So I think you may be closer to
that's really interesting.
Adding more players, more bodies, live bodies, faster, younger guys.
Where do you go? Do you go in the secondary? Do you go linebacker? Do you try to make even that pass rush even more?
Okay, here's where I always
dynamic than it is.
Here's my failing. If it comes down to top flight corner or top flight edge or pass rusher, I'm always going pass rusher.
Are you biased?
Very biased.
Yeah, okay.
I think that's where you win or lose games to me. Sure. But I think it could come down to that. There may be more corners. There may be – I don't think you'd probably draft a safety that high. You might draft a DB, a guy that can do both, a Jalen Ramsey type.
Yeah, good. If you can find a Jalen Ramsey, I'll take that all day long.
Cooper DeJean, again, that type where he can cover. You can stick him in the box. He can do a lot of things. The
also,
hybrid
why don't you
type.
just go get Jalen Ramsey? He might be available.
Is he still Jalen Ramsey?
Yes, he is. But he may not be the young Jalen Ramsey. But it'd be great to draft a guy like that and then put him with Jalen Ramsey to teach him that stuff. That would be awesome. So I would say I think you have a better chance of going all in and saying, let's improve the defense. Let's not be a win 14-3 football team, not what I'm advocating, but I think you're closer to building the Legion of Boom than you are building the greatest show on turf. And I think I would draft that way. Yeah.
The idea of Jalen Ramsey, and the Dolphins are trying to trade him. They've said as much. When Ramsey was here, you could make a pretty compelling case that he was the best.
Can I put my hand up in the air?
Yeah.
And I swear, this is not hyperbole.
Yeah.
He is the best defensive back I've ever seen. He's positionless back there.
Better than Ronnie Lott?
You can line him up at free safety during the game with no reps, and he'd be good.
Yeah.
You can lock him on your best receiver. You got him.
Just
not
because
even a
he's
part of the
versatile
huddle
like that?
He's versatile, he's good, and he's that competitive.
Yeah.
He is he's a fighter pilot.
You played against Dion and Ronnie Lott and all these other guys. That's just those. And I'm not saying Jalen's
okay, let me say
not
that
in
again.
that group.
Best I've ever seen when my feet were on the ground and I was a player or broadcasting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dion, different guy.
Yeah.
Spectacular. But
Yeah.
the guys I've seen, the modern era, he is the best.
How close is he to that right now?
You have great cover guys that will cover. They will lock you up, but they can't hit. They won't hit.
No, but
he does everything.
Ramsey's big.
Huge.
Yeah,
his hips are at the top of my rib cage.
Yeah.
And we're almost the same height.
Yeah.
And his arms are longer.
He is an incredible athletic specimen, or he was when he was here the first time. He was when he was in Jacksonville. Is he still that guy?
Okay,
or like how much have we just, and again, this is just pro sports.
Every corner slows down.
Sure.
They lose a step towards the end. Receivers do too.
Sure.
So top flight speed against these young guys coming out, okay, you may burn him. But you're going to have to be perfect to do it because his technique is flawless.
Yeah.
And he talks to the officials, which I wish more corners would do, to get their idea of what they're looking for today. And then he acts accordingly.
Did they tell you?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like he'll ask you, if I do this on this route, because he's watching film, they're going to try to get me here. So if I'm running alongside and we're arm fighting, are you going to call that? Yes or no?
Okay.
Depending on your answer is how he plays. Isn't that smart?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. That's quarterback level stuff coming out of the back end. So it's more than just anger and fire with him. The guy's brilliant too.
You got to take a pick. Hendrickson or Ramsey? Hendrickson.
Oh,
right?
geez. See, I told you. Here we go again.
Yeah.
Give me the pass rusher. Yeah. Give me the pass rusher.
Look, people do dumb stuff all the time, and the Bengals might lead the league in doing dumb stuff. They're just that's what they do and have for a very long time. But to let that guy out the building would seem like almost malpractice.
And it may not even be him. It may be a rookie, a guy. So, that's what I'm saying. I think I would go that route. That would be my thing. And resist the urge to say we're a defensive football team. That's not what I'm saying. You're closer to being great, period, if you go that way.
I love what you said. The defense is actually giving the offense an opportunity to be better.
There you go.
By just putting them on the field more. By giving them more at-bats, so to speak.
Makes
just
more
give
sense.
them more cuts at it to go, 3 extra possessions a game, 2 extra possessions. That's the difference between 24 points and 31.
And having a playoff game on the road or here.
Yeah,
yes.
and that's
right.
I love that. I'm going to steal that and pretend that I came up with it myself. That's how we're going to do that. We are in the JM Eagle LA Championship presented by Plast Pro. We are here at El Caballero Country Club just behind the 18th green. Sun's coming out. It is a beautiful day. If you would like to come out too, jmeaglelachampionship.com for tickets. And if you've been affected by the fires, if you are a first responder, just come on out and you have complimentary admission for you and your family. Just get a nice break and come out here and watch some incredible golf in an incredibly beautiful setting. All right, Lakers and Minnesota tomorrow. And DeMarco, right before the end of the line, we talked about how an ejection swung a big game for the Lakers. Could we be talking about that again come Monday? That's next. Trav and DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
You never have to miss a moment of LA's mega sports station. Get the all-new ESPN LA app.
Just search ESPN LA in your App Store or Google Play.
Download, tap, and bam!
You got 710 ESPN in the palm of your hand.
Hey, Southern California, I'm Ty Pennington, the home guy, teaming up with Pechanga Resort Casino to give away a brand new house. Imagine yourself in a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom home in incredible Temecula, California. All you need to do is play your favorite slots or table games at Pechanga Resort Casino. The more you play, the more entries you earn. Visit Pechanga.com or call 888-PECHANGA for complete details on Home Sweet Win.
Rules and conditions apply. Go to Pechanga.com for more details.
Ready for a delicious escape? The New Islands Restaurant's $10 protein bowls are your ticket. Packed with over 40 grams of protein and stacked with fresh ingredients. They're only here for a limited time, so enjoy one today. Visit islandsrestaurants.com.
In the 2025 draft, Legends Attic selects Hall of Famer Isaac Bruce.
Hey, it's Travis. Let's kick off draft day at Legends Attic in Claremont this Thursday, April 24th from 9 a.m. until 12 noon as we broadcast live with Rams legend and Hall of Famer Isaac Bruce. You'll have the opportunity to win signed memorabilia, trading cards, Legends Attic gear, and Angels tickets. For more information and to purchase your tickets to meet Isaac Bruce, visit legendsattic.com. We'll see you on Thursday, April 24th at Legends Attic in Claremont.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Flashy discounts, gimmicky sales? Don't fall for it. At Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, we give you honest, wholesale pricing all year long. No bogus markups, no tricks, just the best floors at the best prices. Call 866-62-FLOOR. No sale beats wholesale. Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, check them out at hernandezwholesaleflooring.net or call them at 866-62-FLOOR.
For the best prices on hardwood, carpet, and more, call 866-62-FLOOR.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN. Your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
It is a beautiful day here at El Cab, as the man in between DeMarco and I has his hat on right now. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you. Appreciate you very much. It is the JM Eagle LA Championship, second round action right here in front of us. We're just behind the 18th green here. Players have already been rolling through. We're going to continue to talk about the tournament. Phil Lopez, the general manager of El Cab, is going to join us here in about 10 minutes or so, 10, 15 minutes, and we'll have a conversation with him, DeMarco. And I know you're not like a golfer. That's your brother. Tell me that this isn't like the best place to just come and spend a few hours every day.
Bro, I'm having a great time. I was looking, was it Jeremy that was showing us when Nelly Corder tees off?
Uh-huh.
I'm already planning the day. We're off at what time?
We're done at 12:12.
She tees off at 1. I'm going straight to hospitality and hanging out there, kicking my feet up. After that, then I'm going to walk over, and I can't wait to see her tee off.
And I don't give this up easily.
Yeah.
I say this as an extreme compliment to you. You may be more into a hospitality tent than I am.
Oh,
and
okay.
I really like a hospitality tent.
Dude, that's all me right there.
I know.
Yeah, that's
I know.
the first thing. The second thing. First thing is bathroom. Second thing is where's the hospitality suite?
And so here's the thing. When you come into a hospitality tent, there's almost like the chafing dishes lined up. You're like, there's going to be a lot of goodness inside those things.
Yeah.
There's usually a cooler. There's usually some sort of ice cream situation going on. There's a lot of options. There's a beer fridge.
A lot of happiness here. You're selling me on this. It's not that a golfer is not in me. I do enjoy most things about golf.
Yeah.
I swear, right there, what we're looking at is the worst part of golf.
The
that
golf
second
part.
shot. Yeah, oh, my God. And the other thing is people actually watching me. But if I'm going if I got it going,
If it's you and me and your brother, we're not, well, your brother might be judging.
So
I'm not going to be judging.
So you, me, and my brother are out there, right?
Yeah,
and there's going to be some level of trash talk, a little bit.
Probably.
Subtle, but we're all out here to have a good time, right? So let's just say I'm getting ready to tee off, and I'm not as focused as I should be.
Okay.
We've been talking. Brain goes everywhere. See, you're already laughing.
I'm envisioning the scenario.
And I whiff.
Swing and miss.
I swing and miss.
Okay,
and
happens.
See, it's the look. See, look in the camera. That's the look right there.
Happens.
When you're trying not to laugh.
No, I've done that.
See, that's what I'm saying.
I was 9 years old, but I've done that.
And then it goes downhill from there. See? That's what I'm saying. That's where it starts.
Okay,
That's what I can't
I'm not trying to put you on the spot.
Okay.
Have you ever tried to have a few drinks and play?
I've tried just about everything
Okay,
to get it under control.
Did it help or did it make it worse?
It definitely helped.
Yeah.
It really did help.
So
yeah.
I believe that if there were some sort of professional golf tour that where you had to maintain a certain blood alcohol level while you're playing, I might be the Tiger Woods of that.
Okay.
Okay.
The John Daly Open.
John Daly, but see, John Daly goes beyond.
Okay.
Like I'm talking, there's a sweet spot
just
here.
Below.
Where on the first tee, on every tee, you got to blow into the thing, and it has to be in this range. And if it's not, you got to take a shot or drink a beer or whatever it is. I think it'd be very good. I think you might be in that universe.
I think I could do that. But once I do get the enjoyment, and when you do conquer yourself, and I don't know what you call it in golf, when you get centered, it's just you and the outside and your breath and the ball.
Mm-hmm.
I can get there. The problem is it's so frustrating when I can't.
So that's the problem, is the frustration part of it, because I think what would help you, but I can't tell you this, you just have to go through this and experience it for yourself to finally get to there, and then you'll be like, really? That's all it was? You literally have to not care.
How many rounds of golf did you go through before you got there?
Dozens, if
okay,
not hundreds.
That's what I mean. Okay.
Yeah,
it's not fast enough.
No. And that's why, like, I can't tell. I know I can tell you, but until you literally, not like, oh, I just won't care. You still care until you literally don't care, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, this is actually not that hard.
And I know I have to get back to it. And you and I being on the radio together is really solidifying the fact that I'm coming back out here, and us doing this here, and this is so great. I can't wait to come back. I will be coming back to golf.
I still want to play with your brother too.
Just don't give me that face. Just look the other way.
It's my face. What do you want?
Just look over there if I do something silly.
No, I'm not going to do that. I will give you the face for sure. You're getting full face, my friend. Full face. All right, Lakers and T-Wolves 5:30 on Saturday afternoon. We spent a few days talking about Luka Doncic getting ejected from that Oklahoma City game. We've seen Anthony Edwards let his emotions get the better of him.
The last time he played the Lakers, he got ejected.
Yep. So he is a player that plays on the edge. He plays with a great deal of passion, a great deal of emotion. And it's not just that Luka got tossed from that game. Luka is perpetually getting teed up for one reason or another, usually belly aching at the refs, but he gets involved in that tit-for-tat kind of stuff, and it usually benefits him. I think it usually benefits Anthony Edwards, but could this be one of those weird things where we're coming in on Monday, and this is another one of those potential headlines where referees swing series because player X got canned, got double-teed, and tossed out of the game?
Legit. That's the last thing I'm worried about. I really am.
For both of those guys?
I swear to goodness about guys getting thrown out of the playoffs. I think we've gone through it. I think we talked about it enough when Luka got tossed out, how it affected that game. Almost affected the West.
It did.
It did affect the West. I think and there's probably not going to be anything on paper or anything definitive, but I assume Adam Silver talks to the head of the officiating crew, or he has got some sort of communication there.
Yeah.
And if I'm him, I'm just saying, I would give them a stand-down order.
On that.
Yeah. As in, and I don't want to grow a pair, whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
Whatever John Ireland was when he said, I don't care, I agree with him. Whatever Ant Edwards or Luka or LeBron shoots at you in the moment outside of touching you, deal with it. Eat it. Deal with it. It's not about you. Even if it's egregious, tell me later, I'll get the guy later. But this playoff is so important. It's so hot. It's so heated. We don't need you guys deciding.
You're not wrong, and the general idea of it is not wrong. But you've dealt with referees your whole life, and baseball umpires are probably the biggest culprits of this. But I know basketball referees aren't far behind. These guys got egos too, man.
Oh, big time.
And they get into their feelings, and they get into being shown up or whatever it is, and that muscle that allows, I'm just going to – on high told me to stand down on this stuff. All of a sudden, somebody's yapping in your face all day, and that inner thing starts to come out. I don't think it's likely to happen, but I would not strike it off the list of potential things that could happen.
This also isn't theoretical. He got ejected in Game 3 of last year's NBA Finals. He fouled out in a game that his team needed him.
Yeah.
He fouled out, and that changed the series. If they had won that game, if the Mavericks had won that game, who knows what that series would have turned into? But after he got fouled out, that series is effectively over.
What's the little leprechaun guy in Trey in Atlanta? He just got run.
Yeah, Trae Young.
Trae Young got run out of the game. Okay, so that was dumb on him. To do that to an official, okay, throw the guy out. He's not playing basketball. But, I mean, waving your hands, if Draymond – something else, Draymond Green and that grew, Dylan Brooks – if they're waving their hands because you missed a foul, Jimmy Butler, suck that up and go.
Yeah.
But if they do something demonstrative, kick the ball, what have you, you got to keep control of the game, but you're going to have to grow up a little bit. And I'll say this, if you are the head of the officiating crew and Adam Silver is giving you the wink to stand down, let the guys do, okay, well, when my guys submit their travel receipts, less resistance coming back. I don't know, something.
No, look.
Because you can't let your officials be abused. And
that's the tricky part.
We can't let these players just say whatever.
That's the tricky part.
Yeah.
And it's you don't want the official to be the reason that the game is decided one way or the other.
But I'm not going to let the guys go crazy on it
That's
either.
the thing.
Yeah.
If the players realize, oh, man, they're not doing nothing today, then they're going to go bananas.
No, you got to keep
so there has to
control
be
of the game.
has to be some point where it's like, Luke, you leave me no option.
Right.
And they're going to push it right up to the line.
Okay, so if I'm set official and Luka is just giving it to me and he will not stop, and I told him to stop 3 times, right? And I don't want to tee him up, then I'm going to tell JJ. That might be the agreement.
Yeah.
Look, the next time he says anything to me, I'm going to tee him up.
I like that.
And put the onus on him.
I like the idea, too, of Adam Silver. Like, there's no note that gets sent to anybody, right? There's no phone call that could potentially be listened to or recorded. It's just one of those, have a good game today, guys.
Yes. I told you
and
before.
everybody understands exactly what it means.
Vermeil would show up in our meeting room.
Yeah.
Unannounced and just sit there.
Yeah.
That means something's going on that we need to get better. He's not going to say a word.
Right.
He's never here, but he's here now. Okay.
So that same thing.
Yes.
That same, hey, let's have a good game tonight, guys.
Uh-huh.
The Lakers have LeBron James, and if they advance, they could potentially play a team that has Steph Curry. The 2 opponents in those series do not have those sorts of heavyweights. Is that same have a good game, fellas? Is that understood? And again, this isn't rigging it in the sense of you will not do this or make sure that this team advances, but it's just understood that it's in all of our best interest if we just make sure that everybody has a good night tonight.
Wow. Well, too many stars coming one way. I mean, if you're just going to play it fair and give Luka and LeBron and Steph and everyone else every call they think they earn, I still think they beat those teams anyway.
Yeah.
You know, if you give Anthony Edwards the star treatment, give him every call he thinks he's earned, and the Lakers too, Lakers win. They've got more.
What if it's not that? What if it's LeBron and Luka are on the foul line a lot and Anthony Edwards is not?
Oh, I hope that doesn't happen. I mean, then you're the story. I mean, then the officials handed it
all
to
the time.
you. I mean, I could see it the other way. I mean, like, if it's just one of those games where everybody's getting calls, I still think the Lakers outscore them. You've got too much.
Yeah, no, look, if it's called evenly, then it's a non-story. It only becomes a story if it's one way or the other. And frequently it is one way or the other. It just happens.
If he's giving you that wink, then all my guys are traveling first class for the rest of the year, okay? And then into next year.
Yeah, I think the headline that we could be talking about Monday that I would be super excited about. And again, it's one game. So keep in mind that we're going to overreact on Monday to one way or the other, but LeBron James beats Father Time again. That he goes out there, and this is a guy that's 40 years old, has been in the league 20-plus seasons, has a, he's LeBron James. I don't even need to put any context on it. He's just been around forever. And he goes out there, and he looks like he's the fastest, springiest, toughest guy in the entire series. I wouldn't be shocked to see that on Monday.
Me either. Another thing I heard, and I will steal. If you look at his numbers, they've been consistent for 22 years. 22 years of consistency.
Stupid.
So whatever Luka's doing now, he's 26 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Very consistent. LeBron's done that for 22 years. Wow. Unreal.
To put that into context, Mark, just think about this. That Luka Doncic would have to be doing what he's doing now in the year 2039.
That's what, and there's no way. I don't think Luka goes that far. So that just tells you you'll appreciate LeBron more later on when he's done playing, whatever that is. And that's the other part. And this is golf, and no offense, there's some older guys who are older guys out there. How long do you think LeBron could actually be a effective NBA player if you go through all stages?
I'm not kidding you.
When you end at the eighth player that plays 4 minutes a night.
I'm not kidding you. As long as he wants.
50 plus.
As long as he wants.
That's what I'm saying.
Because of the way he takes care of himself, because of his size, because of his strength, and because of his intellect, that if you just stripped him of all of his athleticism, he's still an NBA player.
Still be an NBA player.
He's still an NBA player because he doesn't rely on he's a huge guy. He's a big body. He's strong. He's really smart. Like, he's going to be in the right place. He can shoot.
Yes.
Like, if you just stuck him over in the corner to knock down, I mean, he's not Klay Thompson,
but
he can make shots.
He could be that guy.
Literally, the answer is almost as if he was willing to do the Vince Carter slide, like where it's just like, hey, I'm going to stick around as long. He could play until he's – I truly believe that.
I gave him 50, and infinite is also a possibility. That's how good he is. And I think this series against the younger guys will highlight that because you're going to remind yourself when you see him, and it probably will happen. Just consider this. Let's say Dalton Knecht gets in for a hot minute.
Yeah.
Turns it over, Ant scoops it up, and he's mid-court. It's about to be a dunk. And then LeBron tracks him down, pins it to the backboard. And then you realize.
Blocked by James.
That dude's in his 40s. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You didn't realize it as he's doing it.
Not only would I not be surprised, I would kind of be disappointed if he didn't. It would just be one of those, why didn't LeBron block that? I don't know, because he's 100?
He's in his 40s,
maybe
man.
that has something to do with it.
Yes.
Maybe that's part of the reason. All right, we are here at the JM Eagle LA Championship. Played at beautiful El Caballero Country Club. The GM of El Cab, Phil Lopez, joins us coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
The black and gold are fresh off a win at BMO Stadium, thanks to this rocket from Sergi Palencia.
Shot it in! It's Sergi Palencia, the rebound!
LAFC gear up for another Western Conference road battle tomorrow night.
Palencia with a blistering one-time shot!
Los Angeles Football Club visit the Portland Timbers.
Sergi, I didn't know you had that rocket in your right foot.
I didn't know either.
Coverage starts tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. on the ESPN LA app.
Hey, LA, let's talk trash. Food waste, that is. Tossing your food scraps in the regular trash sends them to landfills where they release harmful gases like methane. Fight global warming by simply sorting your food scraps and placing them in your green bin. It's quick, it's easy, it helps protect our planet. Ready to do your part? Visit cleanla.com or call 888-CLEAN-LA for more tips. This message funded by Cal Recycle.
Cap here. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gatt. With years of experience and a passion for helping people, if you've got water damage at home, call Avner Gatt today. 818-917-5256 or avnergatt.com. That's 818-917-5256. Avner Gatt. Your claim, our game.
Why do we grill to order at Waba Grill? Because it's just better for you. Our Asian-inspired menu has high-quality proteins that are healthier for you. Like hormone-free chicken, ribeye steak, wild-caught salmon, and shrimp. Our steamed vegetables and signature salads are made fresh for you. Our sauces are more flavorful for you, from sweet and spicy to fiery hot. Download the Waba Rewards app or order online at wabagrill.com. Waba Grill, it's for you.
All right, listen up. Whether you're out for a walk, hitting the gym, or just tackling your day, in this LA heat, chafing is no joke. Take my word for it. That's why you need Highlands Chafing Relief. This stuff is a game changer. Goes on like a cream, dries like a powder, and stays put even through sweat and water. No greasy mess, just all-day protection. If you've already got some chafing, Highlands soothes it fast with aloe, shea butter, and tea tree oil. Don't let chafing slow you down. Grab Highlands Chafing Relief at Walmart or Target right now.
Quarterback Jordan Love isn't just on Green Bay's team. He's also on the American Family Insurance team. Because like us, he believes in dreaming fearlessly.
Just chase your dreams and don't let nobody hold you back.
And we help protect those dreams with the right coverage so you can
dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Evan Cohen here. Picking a place to build a life is a lot like selecting a draft pick. Make a decision that will set you up for long-term success. Pick Wisconsin. In Wisconsin, you'll find dynamic career opportunities, beautiful seasons, affordable living, and legendary weekends. From its high quality of life and great schools to its fine arts, culinary, and pro sports scenes, Wisconsin gives you so much to look forward to. That's why you should pick Wisconsin. Learn more about making Wisconsin your home. Visit pickwisconsin.com.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
Okay, we are here at the JM Eagle LA Championship at beautiful El Caballero Country Club. The play is underway. We are in the middle of the second round. We are right behind the 18th green here at El Cab, and we are joined by Phil Lopez, who is the general manager here at El Cab. And let's start with this, Phil. Thank you for having us out here. And You guys put on quite a show. This is not a bad way to start the weekend.
Yeah, it's a great way, isn't it? And we certainly appreciate you guys being here. So thank you very much. We're thrilled to have you.
So I mean, just from where we're standing, I can see the range over here. We got the 18th hole green. We got hospitality set up here, media room, everything else. You're the general manager of this beautiful club.
Yeah.
How long does it take to get everything set up, food trucks, to where, okay, people are showing up on Thursday for the tournament. We got to be ready to go.
So, yeah, it's obviously a very long planning process.
Yeah.
Well over a year probably for us, being a new site. And the process of all of this took probably a good 5 to 6 weeks to get it all up and ready to go, between the drop-offs and the builds and the finishing touches and all that good stuff. It's been a good 5-6 week process, and it's been a fun one. And it's kind of cool when you're out here playing golf as a member, and the grandstands are going up and the bleachers are going up.
So you had members were still playing right up until when? When did the membership?
Right up until last Saturday.
Oh, wow. That's terrific.
So it was pretty cool to come out here and hit shots into this 18th green and feel like you're kind of in the tournament. You know,
absolutely.
Pretty fun.
How long is the course?
So the girls are playing it at about 6,600 and change. So
6,650,
I think, is about the number. We stretch as far as about a little over 7,000 yards from all the way back tees.
Travis, we can walk that post show, you know.
Yeah, no, I can walk
that.
I haven't done it here, but I can get my walk on here.
I've
got a little elevation change here or there. This would be a good walk.
I want to take advantage. And the other thing is, we were talking to Lucas is from here, so it's overcast. It's chilly, but then it's going to warm up later. I mean, how does that affect how you take care of the course here?
So not too much. It's the temps are good today. We're in the low 60s. It's actually beautiful weather to walk a golf course in. You don't get overheated or anything. It's a great day to come out and watch the best players in the world. The forecast on the weekend looks even better, in the mid 70s, sunshine. It's just going to be a great weekend out here.
I keep hearing the course changes when the sun comes up, and I see you're into golf and stuff like that. So, I mean, you play it now, it's different, and then you play it in the afternoon.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. The golf course, especially when it's sunny outside, golf course dries up a little bit, gets faster and plays a little quicker, and that changes how you might play it a little bit. But we're not talking about too extreme a temperature change here. So
we're walking,
it really
Travis.
should be
Let's
pretty
do it.
consistent throughout the weekend. So.
Phil Lopez is the general manager here at El Cab, host of the JM Eagle LA Championship. You can find tickets at jmeaglelachampionship.com. And, Phil, we've been talking about this morning. If you're a first responder, if you are somebody that has been affected by whether it's the Palisades fire, the Eaton fire, come on out. There's complimentary admission this week for all of those folks as well. And I just think it's so cool that everybody here is doing that and providing that, just an opportunity to kind of, at least for a few hours, maybe just kind of check out and go enjoy a great day at the golf course.
It's a fantastic thing we're doing this week for all those folks. Obviously, the city was devastated by what happened back in January. We're thrilled to have our first responders out here, all those affected by the fire. It is a great way to come out, bring your family, bring your kids to enjoy a high-quality sporting event in Los Angeles with the literal best players in the world at a really great cost, at a great venue, a wonderful environment, and to have a great time. The first responders are such a special group of people for us all. It's a very special thing to me. I have a brother-in-law and an uncle who are firefighters here in this area, and it is really just an awesome thing to be supporting those guys and getting them out here.
And they're all local guys. They were right a half hour from here, working here, and then you get to come out and enjoy. I think that's awesome.
Literally 2 miles to the top of that ridge is where that fire burned to.
That's why I told Travis they're going to be. You guys have on the 10th hole over there. That's where they're going to be in a tent. I want to go talk to those guys.
Right at the 8th tee, actually.
Oh my God!
Hero outpost for all the first responders, and we've got food and drinks and fun out there for them. It's going to be a really great spot for them, and it's a great spot to watch a lot of golf. There's a lot that happens in that part of the golf course with several greens and tees right there. It's a really good hospitality spot for you.
I can't wait. See, that's the thing. I'm having a hard time watching because golf seems easy for them. It's not easy for me. When you watch the golfers, they put it where they want.
I think for all of us to watch this is a little disheartening. Yes.
Well, like you said, Phil, we're talking with Phil Lopez, who's the GM here at El Cab. These are the best players in the world. Among them, Nelly Corda is here. She's the one-ranked player in the world. She's just a terrific talent and has had a great deal of success. this golf course has hosted professional events before, not in a while. And you and I were talking a little bit before we came on the air. The list of past champions at this place is not just we had this. You had the who's who of women's golf win titles at this golf course.
We have had the Mount Rushmore of women's golf literally win here, and about 20 years ago, from 02 to 04. We had the LPGA play here, and Sayri Pak won the first year it was hosted here, and Annika Sorenstam won the last 2 years it was hosted here, who, arguably the greatest female players ever lived.
Sure.
So, she actually won her 50th event here at El Cab in 2004.
50 wins, so, that's nuts.
A pretty special place, I think, to Annika, and certainly we're proud of that championship history. And we've hosted a couple of USGA events in the last 5 or 6 years.
Which USGAs have been here?
So we had in 2018, we hosted the women's floorball here.
Okay.
And just this past summer, we held the 75th U.S. Girls Junior Championship.
Fantastic.
And actually, one of our participants in the field this week, Astris Talley, was the runner-up in that championship.
Oh, wow.
And received a sponsor's exemption this week and is here playing and is actually an honorary member here at El Cab.
And you've got a little space carved out on the Wall of Champions for whoever closes the deal here on Sunday afternoon.
We definitely do, and we can't wait to see who that champion's going to be so we can put her on that Wall of Champions, too. Yeah.
Do you play?
I do.
I assume everyone out here can golf. Yes.
I'm a golf professional by trade.
Yeah.
I'm a PGA member, and shout out to all my local PGA pros listening tonight, today. And I play. And being at a busy club like El Cab and a lot of responsibility here, I don't get a chance to play too much, but I certainly love the game and love being around it.
I know a guy that can golf that says he's pretty good. He's standing
that?
to your left. He says he wants a piece of anybody out here.
No, stop it.
That's what he said.
I have never shied away from a bet on a golf course. I'd be happy to take that challenge.
To come out and have a couple of cold beers and have a little gambling and play a little golf, is there ever a bad time to do that?
Never is. It's the greatest game in the world, and that's why we really just want folks coming out, enjoying this facility and enjoying the golf. And Saturday's Junior Golf Day tomorrow. We're going to have a bunch of kids out here tomorrow and a lot of fun activities for them out on the golf course, and certainly all the food and drink you could ever want out here for the whole family.
This is awesome. So, Phil, I'm going to have you put on your PGA Tour or PGA Pro hat here for a second.
Yeah.
I've been working on DeMarco for several months here. Like, his brother is an avid golfer.
Yeah.
I am an avid golfer. I have been trying to convince him to pick up some clubs and come out and start to play the game, because I know anybody that gives it an honest try, almost everybody falls in love with it.
100% agree with you.
How do we sell this man on this?
I'm in love with it. I'm just heartbroken.
I think exactly what you just said.
Yeah.
It is the greatest game from a social standpoint, from an outdoor standpoint, from a hanging out with your friends standpoint. What other game can you play and compete against people of all levels because of the handicap system and how that works? You can play with anybody. And you can listen to music. You can have some drinks. You can eat some good food. You can.
Look, you see that neck snap around right there.
You can wear some snappy clothes like Marco's got on. You can have all parts of what's just a great social, fun, athletic day, and you can do it playing golf.
That I love hearing that. It's just one problem, and Travis, you'll understand this. It's hard for me to win. That's the problem. I like to compete, and I like to win. In golf, if I played against you, I have no chance. If I played against Travis, I have no chance.
I will tell you what I tell every member who tells me that they're disappointed with their finish in an event. Play better.
See, this is what stopped me. But
so, Marco, have you ever taken lessons from a pro?
Yes.
Yeah.
A few times. I was okay for a while.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was okay for a while. You know what happened, Travis? It's so funny. So I was okay. Me and my brother started at the same time. Right when he started to become good to where he could talk trash, that's when I stopped, because I could not combat that. He was just that much better than me.
You just need to go find a great local PGA pro and start taking some consistent lessons, and you will get better in a hurry.
You know anybody?
I know a lot of them.
Let me know.
We've got a bunch of great ones here.
There you go. There you go. This is a beautiful spot. They're putting on a great event, the JM Eagle LA Championship at El Cab Country Club here in the Valley. If you are a first responder, if you've been affected by the wildfires here in Los Angeles recently, just come on out. They're going to give you complimentary admission to you and your family. If not, JMEagleLAChampionship.com is a great place to buy tickets, and I've been saying this all day. I say this every week. This second year in a row, we go out to cover the Genesis when it's in town as well. If you've never been to a golf tournament, come to a golf tournament. You will have a great time. It is a great sporting event. You can get close to the players. You can move around. You can sit in one spot. There really isn't missing a trick, is there?
Front row tickets in this city are not cheap.
No.
But front row tickets at a golf tournament are very affordable and fun to do, and you can get right up along the ropes and watch these girls up close.
Phil, thank you so much for having us. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me, and really appreciate you guys being here.
You got it. We got Factor Cap coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
Hey, have you ever had to deal with chafing? Because I have. And let me tell you, it's no joke. Back in the playing days when the old pants would kind of unravel at the seam, you get that chafe. It just would absolutely suck. It's no joke. It would hurt, too. So, look, I have something now that has really helped me combat that. It's called Highlands Chafing Relief. I keep that on deck. This stuff is a game changer. I have some in my bag, in the car, in my locker, everywhere. Goes on like a cream, dries like a powder, stays put even through sweat and water. If I'm golfing, see, all this stuff. I'm out in the golf course. This is all making sense now. No greasy mess, just all-day protection. If you've already got some chafing, you are not alone. Highlands Chafing Relief soothes it fast with aloe, shea butter, and tea tree oil. So whether you're running, golfing, hiking, doing whatever, just dealing with the heat, Highlands Chafing Relief has your back and your thighs and your legs and your arms. You got it. You get the idea. You shouldn't have to stop doing what you love, like golf. I can get back to it because of something stupid like chafing. Trust me. Grab Highlands Chafing Relief. It's there for you. Go to Walmart or Target, available right now.
Steve Mason and John Ireland.
Mason and Ireland. Next at noon after Travis and DeMarco.
Ireland, yesterday we were talking about how I'm a completely different person off the air.
Right.
Juan said, you're the same person. You're just as dumb. You're just stoned or drunk.
Yeah, you're not as outgoing. You're not as vibrant.
I'm a big dumb kid at home. I'm a big dumb kid at work. That's the way I view it.
The OGs of LA Sports Radio. That's Mason and Ireland.
On 710 ESPN.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News & World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
Hey guys, what's up? It's George Sedano. Waiting is never fun. Usually nothing good happens when you wait. My friend Jacob in the law offices of Jacob and Ronnie want to make sure you don't wait after an accident. Immediately after an accident, before talking to the insurance company, call Jacob, man. Jacob and his team will do all the work, make all the phone calls, handle the paperwork, set up the doctor's appointments, whatever the case may be. And when you speak to the insurance company first, it's a big mistake. Because you know why? They may later use your words against you. However, Jacob and his team, they'll guide you through the process, get you the compensation you deserve, and you don't have to pay Jacob unless he wins. Nothing out of pocket. Free. Gratis. So if you're injured in an accident, the first name, the first thought, the first call should be Jacob. Jacob, Jacob, Jacob. The consultation is free. That's right. Free. I told you. Gratis. Don't wait. Call Jacob 24 hours a day at 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. Call him 844-24-JACOB or visit him online at calljacob.com.
Call Jacob. Looking for a great deal on a new ride? Lease a 2025 Hyundai Santa Fe SC for just $319 a month for 36 months with $39.99 due at signing. Don't miss out. Drive with confidence with America's best warranty. A 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. And Hyundai's Assurance Program. Visit us off the 91 freeway or online at CardinAlleyWayHyundai.com to schedule your test drive. Lease offer on approved HMF credit. $39.99 due at signing. Plus tax, license, $85 doc fee, and registration. No security deposit. 10,000 miles per year. Offer expires 4/30/2025.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Flashy discounts, gimmicky sales? Don't fall for it. At Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, we give you honest, wholesale pricing all year long. No bogus markups, no tricks, just the best floors at the best prices. Call 866-62-FLOOR. No sale beats wholesale. Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, check them out at hernandezwholesaleflooring.net or call them at 866-62-FLOOR.
For the best prices on hardwood, carpet, and more, call 866-62-FLOOR.
Okay, everyone, what did you think of the chocolate bar?
It's too chewy.
Feels kind of chalky.
Too much nougat.
I need to go brush my teeth.
Business is booming for Steph's small marketing research firm.
After all these focus groups, there's only one conclusion. I need more researchers.
And she's way too busy researching
Does this have peanuts?
to waste time researching resumes.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Put our matching platform to work so you can spend less time searching and more time connecting with talented candidates. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey there, I'm Jack.
And I'm Stag.
We're just two deer that want to make sure you know it's deer season at your authorized John Deere dealer. The deer season that saves bucks. You know, like us.
Yeah, you can get $3,000 off select John Deere machines. No early wake-up calls or tree stands required.
Just a trip to your authorized dealer before June 2nd.
If you ask us, it's the only deer season worth celebrating.
Visit johndeere.com/deer season to find an authorized dealer and for complete finance details.
Here we go. It is Factor Cap time. Factor Cap on the Travis and DeMarco Show. Each weekday around 10:30, producer Emily serves up what's going down, and fun and frivolity ensues. Special thanks to the law offices of Joseph S. Normand for making Factor Cap possible.
It's Joseph S. Normand. It's Factor Cap on the Travis and DeMarco Show on 710 ESPN. And if you've been hurt in an accident, let me help you. Call my office at 213-747-2000. That's 213-747-2000.
Let's do it. Factor Cap right now. Take it away, producer Emily.
Welcome to Factor Cap.
Thanks, Joe. Hi, guys.
Aloha.
We're at the golf course, so I have to be really quiet. I have held it in for an hour and a half of this show. I did see the best movie of the whole year last night. Absolutely fantastic. Sinners from Ryan Coogler. So good.
It's a vampire movie, right?
Yes.
100% IMDb. Yeah.
It's
okay.
absolutely amazing. Haley Steinfeld's in it. She is Josh Allen's fiance. She's incredible in it. Michael B. Jordan fights Michael B. Jordan. It's like it's just everything.
Oh yeah, he's playing a double role.
That's gonna be my Saturday morning. You just decided for me.
I would not suggest taking any children, but
Dad's going to
Marco's
the
Saturday
movies.
morning is
First showing,
fantastic.
yes.
Go in a crowded theater, and if you can see it in IMAX, it is a more expensive ticket, but it is 100,000% worth it.
Really?
See it in IMAX, see it in the biggest screen possible with lots of noise. So just gotta get that out of the way first.
I'm gonna walk to the theater.
Oh, there you go.
That's a good idea.
Give it all back with popcorn and M&Ms.
There you go.
And speaking of which, I would highly suggest you stay through the credits. There is a very important post-credit scene. But today is National Exercise Day. And we all like to exercise. You guys like to walk and do other things. But there is an exercise that if your trainer told you to do it, you would say, no, hell no. For me, it probably personally, like, I really, really hate burpees. I can't do them.
Hard.
They're the worst, and I feel stupid doing them. DeMarco, Factor Cat, there's an exercise that if your trainer asked you would refuse to do it.
Fact, several. Burpees is on there. Squats, back squats, back squats. Yeah, back squats now.
Because you had to do it for so long, or you just hated it then and still do?
And the points on my body that hurt the most, are they all
like knees.
With all that? Yeah, no. I'll do front squats. I'll do some lunges for you. But if you say back squats, you're going to get 2 words coming back.
One
Heck
of them's
no.
No. Yes.
Travis, there's an exercise. If your trainer asked you to do it, you would refuse.
Okay, I need a point of clarification. Because I just won't, or because I can't?
Because you really just don't want to do it.
Oh no, I would do it because I do like, and I haven't done a ton of fitness classes in my life, but I have done them, and I like being pushed to places that I would never push myself.
Yeah.
If you said to me, I need you to go do some pull-ups, I can't.
Yeah.
Like I physically can't do it. Right. So
what if they gave you the rubber bands and make it easier to do it?
I can do them with the rubber bands. If you give me the rubber band, then I could do it. But like if you said to me, do 3 pull-ups or I'm going to pull the trigger, I said you can do it before 1. I'm out. Like I physically can't do it.
That's also me with like a good push-up. I can't do a good push-up.
Yeah.
So the Phillies have a pitcher, but his first name is Jesus. And he will be pitching on Sunday. And Sunday happens to be Easter. So Phillies are pitching Jesus on Sunday.
Okay.
But if you had a Jesus on your team as a pitcher, he would 100% pitch on Easter Sunday. Travis Fettercat.
Yeah, fact. I mean, like, if First of all, I don't know if you're going to find a larger group of superstitious individuals than baseball players. Baseball players are highly superstitious, and if they think they have an advantage because of this, that, or the next thing, they're going to do it. And if you have a man on your team named Jesus and it is Easter Sunday, he's pitching.
But then on Good Friday, like today, you probably don't want him pitching.
Probably not his day. You probably want to wait until Sunday.
But if you had a player named Judas, who knows?
He's your guy on Friday.
DeMarco.
First of all,
Jesus
you got a guy named Judas on your team.
Look out.
That's a couple problems there.
I bet he's got good stuff.
Honestly, your walkout song today is Judas by Lady Gaga.
See, there you go. Play some Judas Priest. I would go Cap because he might stink. But he's going to be in the game some way that day. Can I pinch hit?
Just get him in the
Bring
game.
him on in relief. You know, if I need to win the game, I can't
And
pitch it.
he rises from the dugout.
Somewhere. He's going to be in there
nowhere.
some way. I'll give him the opportunity. Yeah.
Are football players superstitious like that?
Oh, yeah, but not like that. No, but yeah. I think I put on my uniform the same way every time for like.
Were you superstitious with food?
Yeah, kind of.
I was too.
Certain things not to eat or what to eat or when you ate. Yeah, that's
mine. Was if I ate something and I played well, I was eating it again until I didn't play well, and then I had to go to the next thing.
Correct. Yeah, don't mess with a streak.
That's right.
So before Sinners, there is a trailer that plays called Him. It is a Jordan Peele produced movie. So he's not directing it, but he's produced and involved in it. It's called Him, starring Marlon Wayans and Tariq Weathers. And it's about a college quarterback who is taken into a sinister world by his idol to see what he's willing to sacrifice for fame.
Ooh.
And it looks like a combination of like The Substance, that movie that came out last year, and like football. It looks intense, looks crazy, but I'm all in on this. You would sign up for a sports horror movie. DeMarco, fact or cap?
Fact. This is a real movie?
It's a real movie coming out in September called
I know
Him.
what that's about. That's that compromise, and it happens all the time. And think Diddy.
Yeah.
If you say yes to this party, you become part of that group, and they put the rocket pack on your back, you go straight to the top. You still have to perform as an athlete, but that other side of it is taken care of. So, yeah, fact. I'd love to see a movie like that.
And check out this trailer. This trailer looks really well done, and it's more about like the dark side of all this stuff. Travis?
So is it, when you say horror movie, is it like gross out, or is it just like...
It looks like a psychological thriller.
Okay. 100% in on that. Fact for me.
Yeah.
I would be in. I don't want gore. I don't do gore.
Yeah.
I don't. That is not. It's not interesting to me. It's not entertaining to me. But tense and like a psychological thriller.
Okay. So
did you like Ray Donovan?
Yeah, I don't know it super well, but what I have seen of it, yes, I like.
He's the big Hollywood fixer, right?
Yeah,
so
I know what it is.
Usually those episodes start with the murder,
Yeah.
and then you work backwards.
Yeah.
Okay, now you're going to get to see the murder.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
does that make sense?
In this
Yeah.
trailer, you guys know what this is, but for our audience, the jug machine for football is when you put the balls in and they shoot out.
Yeah.
In the trailer, a player sits in front of the jug machine and gets hit in the head with
Gets
it
killed
over
by
and
a
over
jug
and over.
machine?
No, gets hit in the head with the jug machine. He's trying to put his head as close. Like this is the psychological thriller part of it, trying to hurt himself. Like this is like horror
crazy.
part
That
of it.
would
Yes.
kill you. Oh, I'm
right.
sorry. Okay.
So that's what this is about. So check out the trailer. It's really good.
Don't be ruining my football equipment by, come on. I never thought about that with that.
That's bad for the jugs machine.
I didn't know
What are you
that.
doing? Yeah, I would be into that.
And so this weekend, obviously, that there's lovely things to do over the weekend. You can enjoy brunch with your friends, and I feel like when I go to a restaurant, I always kind of like look around at what other people are ordering, and oftentimes get influenced by what they order. So like if I see someone else get a Shirley Temple, I'm getting a Shirley Temple. If I see someone getting an Eggs Benedict, I might get an Eggs Benedict because, oh my gosh, it looks amazing. So you get influenced by other tables while you're at dinner/brunch. Travis, fact or cap?
I'm gonna make it 3 for 3. I'm gonna ask a follow-up question before I give you my answer. Are we talking food or are we talking drinks or both?
Both.
Then it's fact. Not for food. I know what I want by looking at the menu.
Yeah.
But if I see a drink go by and I say, "What's that?"
Yeah.
and they tell me, I'm like, "Okay, bring me one of those." I am easily.
Or you stand at the table, got a bunch of Bloody Marys, and like, oh, that looks great.
No, because I know what a Bloody Mary is. So I like if I'm in it, but if I see something and I'm not quite sure, like if it's a weird color or something like that, I'm like, yeah, I need to know what that is. And if I hear an ingredient that's like, oh, I do like that, I will order it 100 times out of 100.
For me, it's more like, fine, twist my arm, I'll get a Shirley Temple.
Yeah.
Like I know what a Shirley Temple is. I kind of just like want to be.
You want to be nudged.
Yeah, DeMarco.
100% fact. What did I see once and I had to have it? It was a guy making a Manhattan.
Oh, those are good.
Oh, yeah.
And it was, and I thought of you.
Right on Mad Men.
It was the ice. It was the circular ice, and it was perfect. And how he made it and poured it in, and I'm like, whatever that is, give me that.
Give me one of those.
I learned, that day,
those.
absolutely. Give me one of those.
A properly made Manhattan.
Gotta have it.
Let's
I
go.
learned about Sazerac for the same thing. Ooh, what's that? Let me try that. Big ice cube.
Yeah.
Gotta have that. But food, I love doing this in restaurants when you walk in and you see somebody, and when the food just comes out, sometimes you get lucky. As you're sitting down, their food comes out, and you go, what is that?
Yeah.
Not to them, but to the server. Whatever that is, I'll have it. I don't even need the menu.
The whole fajita case is like you see a thing of fajitas go by, and you're like, okay.
That is a persuasive delivery device.
Or like a shakshuka, too, because you're like, oh, what's the shakshuka? And then you see someone else get it, and it's like, oh,
I don't
that's
know
great.
what that is.
That's like the tomato base. There's it's tomato and eggs and.
Oh, is that where they drop them in and they cook in the sauce?
Yeah.
I didn't know that's what.
I hate when I see Bananas Foster because I have to have it.
That's true.
Bananas Foster.
Yes.
Is the only thing made with bananas that I like. I don't. I do not like bananas.
Entertainment, and it's so good.
I find the consistency of a banana off-putting. I find the flavor of a banana off-putting. But if you soak it in rum and brown sugar and light it on fire, I'll eat 9 of them. I can't stop.
Rock and roll.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and it goes whoosh.
Wow.
No, see, it just happened right now. He just had to talk about it. I didn't even have to
it
see
up there somewhere in the hospitality tent.
Where are we on Cherry's Jubilee?
If you put it out, if it's there, now I'm going to want one. Yes.
Not a bad deal. Factor Gap is brought to you by the law office of Joseph S. Normand. You have many choices in your legal team, but family always comes first. Call 213-747-2000, the law office of Joseph S. Normand. That number again, 213-747-2000. You can go online at normandlegal.com. Dodgers on the road again. They are in Texas where they won their not most previous World Series, but the one before that, and actually a little something on the line this weekend. That's coming up. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
The most followed sports radio station in the world.
In the world. That's right. In the world.
710 ESPN.
You know it. Yeah. Tell your friends.
At ESPN Los Angeles on Instagram, Facebook, X, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch.
We're naturally entertaining.
Yes.
LA's mega sports station. 710 ESPN.
Hey, LA, let's talk trash. Food waste, that is. Tossing your food scraps in the regular trash sends them to landfills where they release harmful gases like methane. Fight global warming by simply sorting your food scraps and placing them in your green bin. It's quick, it's easy, it helps protect our planet. Ready to do your part? Visit cleanla.com or call 888-CLEAN-LA for more tips. This message funded by Cal Recycle.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
Vivid Seats is your ultimate destination for basketball and hockey this season. With a game-changing rewards program and an unbeatable selection of tickets, they make it easy for every fan to watch their favorite teams and players in action. Catch every one-timer and buzzer-beating 3 live and in person from your favorite seat. Plus, every ticket is backed by a 100% buyer guarantee, giving you peace of mind with every purchase. Don't miss out. Visit VividSeats.com or download the app today. Vivid Seats, the official ticketing partner of ESPN.
The sports calendar is heating up, and with ESPN Bet Sportsbook, you can go from checking news and stats to placing bets in just a couple of taps. Stream games, bet live, and get exclusive offers when you link your ESPN account. Right now, you can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet app and sign up with promo code JOEQ to get started today. That's JOEQ, JOEQ. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN. Your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
Pretty sure somebody here at El Cab is trolling us, DeMarco, because they fired up a chorizo burrito or something.
I think it's right in front of you. See the lights?
God, that smells good.
It's right there. I know. Torture.
Oh.
See? The other part
I'm
of
gonna
golf.
Be badly distracted.
Of course.
The next several minutes until I acclimate to the chorizo aroma. My goodness, is that good?
Yep.
You know, you're right. When you're right, you're right. This is a great time coming out to a golf tournament, and it's right here in front of you. This is my environment. There's food in the air.
Yeah.
It's chill. Yeah.
Else, you don't have to work that hard to find a beer.
At all. It's right there. That's what I'm talking about.
You will find food. You will find drinks. You will find access to, you get right up next to the players. That just doesn't happen at a football game or a baseball game. Basketball, if you're lucky enough to sit on the court, maybe. But it's just you get really
very accessible.
Close to the guy.
I just have one question. Can I watch a Dodger game here? That would make it perfect.
Like from where we're sitting right
just
now?
Anywhere. Can I do this and watch the Dodgers?
You could stream it on your
right
laptop
here in front of me and chill.
And order some chorizo from wherever that smell is coming from and go from there.
There you go.
And so you're talking about, basketball game can't necessarily have the same experience, but I am going to give you a basketball pick for my Pachanga pick of the week. Last week, if you listened to me, I was right. So who knows? My pick of the week this week is going to be Austin Reeves over 25 points and the game tomorrow. I think that the big three are all going to get in the 30s. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I think there's not going to be a lot of defense maybe on either side. I know they have great defensive players on the Timberwolves, but this offense can be overwhelming at times. I think Austin Reeves over 25 points, sitting at plus 220 on ESPN Bet right now. So that is my Pachanga pick of the week.
I heard a nickname, Austin Threes.
Oh, like that?
I like that. Austin Thieves if he steals the ball.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that
By the
too.
way, we may need more thieves than threes over the course of this series.
Whatever, as long as he's playing and playing well. Pachanga Pick of the Week presented by Pachanga Resort Casino. Play your perfect combination at Pachanga Resort Casino. Visit pachanga.com for more info. Did you hear me stumble just now?
I didn't, actually.
Do you know why?
Why?
When I looked up, there were people looking back at me for 1 second. See, that's golf?
Maybe golf isn't for you. Look, I want you to like it, but I also am a firm subscriber to if you push too hard, people will never kind of go.
I can get over it, but I want you to. That was it right there. Yeah, bolt of lightning of people looking at Shank.
I get it. We are at the JM Eagle LA Championship at El Cab Country Club here in the Valley. It's a great day, and if you are looking for tickets, jmeaglelachampionship.com. If you're a first responder, just come on out. You get free admission, you and your family. If you have been affected by the wildfires here in Los Angeles, same deal. Come on out and show your ID, and you too get complimentary admission.
Tell me you didn't think that was Joe Kelly just now. Right there. See, you
looked.
looked. And even looked. See?
Little Joe Kelly vibes.
Yeah, even look
little
back.
Joe Kelly vibes.
Come on.
Joe Kelly's still not on a team right now.
That's what I'm saying. He might have been him.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe he's moonlighting. I'm telling you, I'd be good at that gig.
Right there? That's you right there?
I'm just saying. Did that guy look like he's having a bad day?
He's having a fantastic day.
Yeah.
You can tell.
He's heading to the range.
Yep.
He's going to meet his player over there. She's going to go hit some balls,
Travis,
warm up, get
that's
ready
all
to go.
you, bro. That is.
And and I think he had a cup of coffee in his hand.
Let me move over when I say this. You have a caddy build?
No, I'm a little heavy.
Is that heavy? Okay, I don't want to get punched.
Very think about it. They carry a 40-pound bag.
They are pretty stoked.
5 miles a day, all day.
I bet they have a great core strength.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I would have to get much fitter to pull it off. And look, there's also one other mitigating factor.
What?
I'm about 30 years older than most of these guys.
Oh, really?
That may have something to do with it.
I thought you had sage advice. See, you're not
I
old.
would be a sage, DeMarco.
There
That's
you
exactly
go.
what I'd be. I would be a sage, but I'd also
what the gray says. Yeah.
I would also be halfway down the first fairway going like this. I don't know, man.
Come on, Luca.
I don't know.
Bad body language, Luca. Come on, here we go.
Dodgers in Texas tonight to take on the Rangers, and it's early in the baseball season, so you're always kind of none of these games really mean all that much, other than just you want to stay hot.
They're not the end of the world,
right? Like you're not winning the division this weekend. You're not losing the division this weekend. However, this is one of those times to kind of, if you're Dave Roberts, and you've talked about this a lot, to kind of try to get people's attention. Like, hey, let's lock in and see where we are. Let's sharpen up. Let's let's see what our best look like relative to some of the other better teams in the league. The Texas Rangers are a good team. The Texas Rangers are probably likely to win the American League West. You're going to see 3 really good pitchers this weekend. Tonight, the Dodgers will send out Yamamoto. Jacob deGrom, who is one of the best pitchers in the world when he's healthy. He just is never healthy, but he's pitching tonight, and the Dodgers are going to get a look at the type of pitcher you're going to see in the postseason.
DeGrom, you saw me when I said DeGrom. That's the same guy. I thought he had the hair. When did he cut the hair? I guess when he went to Texas.
Well, I don't know because he hasn't pitched in seasons.
And that's what I was looking at. So when was he last dominant? But still, the name you remember, and you remember how he pitched when he's healthy. So I 100% agree. But this is the same argument or the same discussion we had about the Padres being great. I kind of like it. It keeps you on your toes, keeps you sharp. You got to keep playing, even through the malaise of early season baseball. You have to get it done. So what I'm looking for is, maybe you can tell me, for Dave, and that part of it is when the team starts to play better, when you start making less errors, I guess, in the field on defense. I guess that's what I'm looking for. When you start to play clean baseball, because I think the other stuff's going to be there. You're going to hit. You're already hitting. You're going to pitch, as long as you have guys that stay healthy, and you got enough guys. But when you start playing better,
I think defense is a decent indicator of it. I think they're just kind of not very good defensively. I don't know how much better they're going to get, but the way they run the bases, the way the type of at bats they have. Are we taking daddy hacks when a ground ball will work? Are we going up there as Andy Pajes swinging at a 2 or taking off on a 2-0 pitch when Mookie Betts up to bat? Like, that's just dumb stuff. Like, let's eliminate the dumb stuff. Like, stuff is going to happen. Balls are going to have bad hops. Guys are going to make bad throws. That's kind of just going to happen occasionally. But you can avoid the knuckleheaded stuff, and that's what I would like to see change a little bit. And in particular tonight with Yamamoto, look, Yamamoto's looked great this year. He's been the Dodgers' best pitcher. He's just established himself as he's the guy that's at his best right now. But he is just getting started in the major leagues. This is early in just his second season here. I know he's in a proven pro in Japan, but over here he's still relatively new. Kind of as a measuring stick of, okay, Jacob deGrom's a Cy Young Award winner. I know he's been hurt for a while, but I want to see if I can match this guy. Let's see, whatever he does, I can do one better. And you see that so often in the playoffs where one guy will go out there and just absolutely shove, and then it's up to the other guy to go out and match that inning. And then they just start trading innings like that. It's early, and maybe it doesn't have quite that same intensity, but if I were Yamamoto, I'd be trying to talk myself into that.
Pitcher's duel, why not? And that would be fun. Go nose to nose with deGrom and see who breaks first. But just in Yamamoto terms, get beyond 5, I'd be very happy. Wouldn't you? I'd get into the 6th inning, I'd be very happy.
The depth of the game for these guys at this point is
just to keep him on. But if you want to go nose to nose, have that day, and it's a matchup out. That'd be fun.
If he went 5 innings and just was like untouchable, and the Dodgers had a bunch of runs or whatever, and they took him out just because it's time to take him out, that's cool too.
That's fun too.
He is one of those guys that has special in him almost every time he goes out there right now, and I think we might see some really cool stuff from him this year.
What's Texas hitting right now? Let's see. How are they hitting?
They've
good
got
enough
an offensive team. No, they're
they
good.
Can shell you.
They're a really good team. And then on Saturday you get Sasaki and Eovaldi. So the Sasaki experiment gets another data point. So far, so okay. I think that's what that's been for him. About what?
Yeah.
I think if you're a reasonably realistic baseball fan, what you've gotten out of Sasaki is about what I think you could hope for. Reasonably. Like, you'd love to see him go out there and throw a bunch of shutouts, but that wasn't
It is what it is, right?
Yeah.
He's going to learn, and we knew that coming in. This might be a good time, like you said, if you could schedule if the Dodgers are your young fighter, let me schedule one that might be above his head a little bit or make him raise his game. You just beat up on Colorado. Yeah. That's good. That's a good get-right team.
Stinks.
But now, the Rangers could actually give you some, and you got deGrom. Why not go at him? I feel you on that. But Pajes, going back to him, I don't want to get over that. I feel for the guy because wouldn't you call him the wounded fawn on the Serengeti, like the first to be replaced?
I would think.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't know what you get out of him. He's probably pressing, not going into business for himself, but I would expect more bonehead because he's got to make something happen now.
Well, that's the quickest way to get out of here.
Unless you hit it.
No.
Unless you're on fire.
No.
Yeah.
If he did what he did, and even if he were safe, that's one of those, if you ever do that again, you're gone. I don't care that you made it. That's Mookie Betts. You're Andy Pajes. If you do that again, you will never play here again.
Wow.
And you know what I mean? Like, your value is not in making plays. Your value is in not preventing Mookie Betts from being Mookie Betts.
Understood. That's a bad place to be if you're him, but I would say I would expect more until that train comes to an end.
What you bring to me is that I don't have to worry about you shooting a hole in the side of our boat. I don't need you to captain the ship.
That is legit right there.
I need you to just keep rowing.
Yeah. But, you've seen guys go through this before. And
I get it.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
But the next thing he needs to get is, oh, right, that's my role.
That's your job.
Right, I get it. And it's hard because all of these guys were the best player on every team they've ever been on their entire life. And then you get to the big leagues, it's like, okay, I got to fill a role.
You're a guy.
Yeah, I'm a guy. I'm here to run down fly balls.
And I need you to be the best guy you can be. But that might be hard for a guy, especially when your replacement is starting to look good beneath you.
Yeah, well, that's part of the thing that's been advanced is that the guys that are potential replacements haven't. So it's like, roll it again. What he should be terrified of is James Outman figures it out, and he comes back. All right, we are here at the JM Eagle LA Championship, El Cab Country Club here in the Valley. We'll continue to talk about what's going on out here today, opportunities for you to come out and see the golf tournament as well. And I'm going to do something I don't remember the last time I agreed with Aaron Rodgers, but I think I agree with Aaron Rodgers. That's coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
Hey, it's Mace. Want a new game to get excited about? Check out Chumba Casino, your favorite online social casino. It's free to play, no strings attached. Enjoy social casino games like bingo, slingo, and slots and more with new releases every week, whether you're at home or on the go. Play for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. Get started today at ChumbaCasino.com.
Available only to players in the U.S., excluding Delaware, Washington, Michigan, Montana, Connecticut, and Nevada, and Canada, excluding Quebec. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply. When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News and World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
Bottom of the ninth, bases loaded, crowd rocking for Rotolo Chevrolet's top hitter, Mike Capozio. He's facing off with the Bulldog, and these two have quite the history. Here's the pitch. Oh, he got all of it. That ball is out of here like a red Corvette, and it's going and going and going. Yes!
Dad, are you having that dream again?
Come see what the fun is all about at Rotolo Chevrolet.
Big on protein, rich on flavor. The new $10 Islands Restaurant's protein bowls are here for a limited time. Packed with over 40 grams of protein and stacked with fresh ingredients for the flavors you love. Just in a bowl. Find your protein paradise at islandsrestaurants.com.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. In the market for new flooring? Why pay more at big box stores? At Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, every day is a deal, no gimmicks. Call 866-62-FLOOR or visit them online at hernandezwholesaleflooring.net. No sale beats wholesale.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
This is the Travis and DeMarco Show.
Now weekdays 9 a.m. to noon on LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
The JM Eagle LA Championship is where we are. El Cab Country Club in the Valley. We are just behind the 18th green. If you want to come out today, this weekend, JMEagleLAChampionship.com is a place to buy tickets. There's food trucks, DeMarco. There's drinks. And if you are a first responder, if you have been affected by the wildfires here, just come on out. They're going to hook you up. They're going to make sure that you get in here. Complimentary admission for all first responders and anybody affected by the LA fire. So just a great event going on here in the city, and it's nice to be here.
Come get a respite, man. I was telling you about a friend of mine that lived in the Palisades, and he still has to show ID to a National Guardsman to get in and out of his house every day. And, you know, life has moved on for some people, and some people are still going through it. So this is so awesome. Come out here, enjoy golf. If you've been affected, show your ID, you're in. If you're a first responder, you're in. I doubt if they'll turn you away, but I can't say that out loud. Or did I just do that?
No, they're not.
It's so much fun. If you've never been to a golf tournament, this is awesome. It's great. The weather's awesome. I'm having a blast. What is your best round ever? I'm curious. Is that a bad question?
No, it's not a bad question, but it's going to be
among all these golfers.
It's going to be terribly misleading.
Yes, and there's a pro to your left, by the way.
No,
okay.
I have broken par a few times.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's good.
You should be proud of yourself.
But I've been playing golf for 40 years, and I've done it 2 or 3 times. So
you should be proud of yourself.
It's not like I do that regularly.
Okay.
It was one of those having the best day of your life moments. So it's fine.
That's awesome. I'd love to do it. I've never even approached that.
Yeah.
So just don't be a schnob.
Every single one of these women that are out here would drag me up and down the golf course.
I was going to ask you that gently. How would you do against the pros?
DeMarco.
Yeah.
DeMarco. They would embarrass me to a degree that is almost incomprehensible. They do this for a living.
Distance and placement, or just everything?
More the placement than the distance. They would be longer than me, but not by a million miles.
Mm-hmm.
They're just better at every single aspect. They play for money.
Yeah.
I go to drink beers with my friends. Okay, if I have a bad day, I go home and get ready for work the next day.
Okay, right.
If they have a bad day, they have to find a new occupation.
This is work, yes.
Yeah.
Phil looked me right in the eye when I was messing with him, and he said, I've never turned down a bet on a golf course. Like, he was dead serious.
Oh, no.
Don't play with me about that.
Yeah,
this is my living. I like that.
No, well, he these guys that we're talking about, like Phil Lopez, the general manager here, who we had on a few minutes ago, they will play.
Yeah.
And you want to, I'll do that. And then we start negotiating shots and how long.
Would you play with him?
I would play with him.
You would play with him?
He'd clean my clock.
You wouldn't be intimidated?
No.
Okay, I like that.
No.
I still would be. I'd you and Ben Crenshaw, me and that's me. And
I have a fundamental level of skill that I could play with almost anybody and not worry about being embarrassed. I would never beat them.
Yeah.
But I would be able to play. I would be able to play. The only person I can beat regularly is Ireland.
You can beat John?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Well, let me put it a different way. I've never lost to John, ever.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, this I'd like to see. Yeah. See, the way he talks.
John's good. I'm better.
I like hearing that.
Yeah, it's fine.
Does Shohei golf?
I don't know.
Not to take a big left.
Even if he never has, if you just put a golf club in his hand, I'm sure by the end of the day he'd be a top 10 player.
I would imagine. Like Ozzie Smith, baseball, golf, that was his thing. I wonder, what does Shohei do when he's not being great at baseball?
Whatever he was sleeping, apparently. Apparently, that's the key to his success. He sleeps 14 hours a day. And I'm not kidding.
He sleeps 14 hours a day?
I think he cuddles with his dog.
Yeah, decoy.
Decoy.
Like, his whole, I don't say his whole training, but a huge part of his training regimen is he sleeps all the time. He's a big believer in that.
He makes $1 billion. I would sleep 14 hours too.
But for recovery, for all of those things, for immunity, like he is a big believer in that sleep is the ultimate healing device.
I believe him.
Yeah.
Let Travis Rogers get 14 hours of sleep a day. Right. Dude, he makes $1 billion.
At about the 6.5 hour, 7 hour mark.
Oh.
My body says you need to get out of bed right now.
Oh, really?
And if I say, no, I'm going to roll over and go back to sleep, then my back starts to go tighter.
Do you know why your body and brain says that? Because you don't have $1 billion.
Maybe.
If you had $1 billion, that would be off.
Yeah, that
could sleep 14 hours. Right. That's awesome. I didn't know that.
All right. So Aaron Rodgers was on with McAfee yesterday, and a couple of different things that he said. And I think that I've made my feelings about Aaron Rodgers relatively clear. I'm not the hugest fan of his. I think he's a great quarterback, or at least he was a great quarterback.
He's a pain in the A, He's smug.
And he's condescending, and I don't like that. I also heard what he said yesterday, and I think he's right.
You see this crevice right here? There's that Hollywood club sign, and then that tower. There's about 1.5 feet of space from here.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers could throw it right through there.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the problem.
I get it.
Right.
I get it. One of the things he said, and there's a couple of different things he said that I agreed with, but let's start with this one. He was talking about the decision with the New York Jets to basically tell him, we're going in a different direction. Here's the quote. It says, I was kind of shocked. Now, I'm not shocked because I didn't think it was a possibility. Listen, of course, if they want to move on, that's totally fine. But shocked because I flew across the country. You could have told me this on the phone if we weren't even going to have a conversation. Is he not right about that? Like if you
missed the on my dime part. That's the part that got me. Okay.
Yeah. If you are going to fire me, don't have me come in. Just say, hey, look, we're going in another direction. Thank you for your service, and move on. If we're going to do this, why don't you come in here and let's talk about this? We haven't made up our mind yet. Cool, but if we're just not even going to talk, I kind of agree with him in this thing. If you're just going to can me, just can me and let me move on.
Okay, so what if I'm on the other side, and I'll just put myself in Aaron Glenn's shoes. Okay, and I am completely out on this guy. Hell no. Okay. You just hired me as coach. I'm trying to change culture, do whatever, as a first-year head coach would. And I'm telling you, as ownership, you hired me. How do you feel about Aaron Rodgers as your quarterback next season? Heck no.
Okay.
No. Give him the chance. All right. If he comes here, that tells me he wants to play football. I'm going to ask him one freaking question. Do you want to play ball? There's only 2 answers you can give, yes or no. Anything else, I'm out. What did he give you as a response? I'm interested. That tells me everything I need to know. I'm out, done, interview over. So to Aaron Rodgers saying I had to fly all the way out there on my dime, it does not resonate.
I don't care about his dime.
You've made $10 million.
No, I don't care about the economics of it. The economics of it are not interesting to me.
But every other player has to fly to get to their off-season workout program. I don't want to hear it.
But
yes.
If the writing were on the wall that we're moving forward.
Well,
just tell me.
At least I'm giving you the shot. Prove to me you want to be a Jet. Showing up here like everyone else shouldn't be a thing, but I guess it is with you. So if you've got to complain to come back, then I don't want you as my quarterback. Okay, if you're making me interview the guy as a new head coach, and I'm telling you, I'm gonna ask him one question.
Yeah.
It's the only question that we ask every player and coach. Do you want to play football? If it's not yes or no, or if it's not yes, then we're out.
Yeah.
If you give me I'm interested, no.
Anything other than yes is we're done here.
Yes. Go tell the draft room, look for somebody, let's bring somebody in. It's not going to be this guy.
Speaking of the draft room, so he was talking about the Steelers and whether or not the Steelers move on, whether or not he's holding them hostage, whether or not he's making them wait around, et cetera, et cetera. He said, this entire time, I haven't felt like I owe anyone a decision at any point. This is my life now. I've been up front with them about that. If you need to move on, if you need to do something, by all means. I don't think it's fair to the Steelers or anyone while I'm dealing with a lot of off-the-field stuff. I want to keep the lines of communication open. The people who need to know.
See, that this is my agina. Is that what it is? This is when I get all ramped up. That just drives me nuts. But I'm not the resident Steelers fan. Ask her how she feels about that. Go ahead.
You're not on. There you go.
There we go. I think that, I don't know. I'm so apathetic towards this. I'm so apathetic towards the Steelers at this point in time. I don't think it's going to get a lot better. But I think that, and my real thoughts about this is like, what's going on, Aaron? What really is taking up that much time that you can't think about football, you can't do this stuff?
I think that's a fair question, but and I'm not snapping at you.
Yeah.
But my response would be, it's none of your business what's going on.
It's not. It's the Steelers' business. They want to hire him.
Then move on to somebody else.
Okay.
I don't want any part of this circus. I swear.
Then if that's their response, that's perfectly fine for them. But I don't think that if he's saying, I can't give you a decision until, I'll just pick a date, May 1st. Okay, sure. I cannot make a decision until May 1st because I have things going on in my life that need to be attended to right now.
Okay, just hold the phone for a hot minute. Okay, so I would ask you, what is going on in your life that hasn't been dealt with in professional football before? Because we've seen guys, and I get it, everybody's different. Everybody's different. Brett Favre, even though he's a pariah now, played the day his dad died. There have been other people that have played through death and funerals, bad stuff going on, whatever. They've played through it. So what is going on in your life that you can't give me a commitment to football?
I understand.
At this
What
point?
may work for Brett Favre may not work for me.
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
So what is it?
I am dealing with something that is requiring all of my attention every day. I cannot be concentrating on football right now.
Okay, I'm just grandpa, dad.
Does it matter? I'm telling you, I can't do football because this is the only thing I can concentrate on.
What if you find out this thing that you can't deal with is your dog's hips going out?
If he can't deal with it, but you want a specific. What I'm telling you, if he's prioritizing his dog's hip, he's prioritizing his dog's hip. That if I can't do this, I'm not. If you need to move on, go ahead. What I'm telling you right now is I can't tell you what you want to hear right now because I got to do this first.
Okay, and then you've got 99 other guys potentially when you fill out your roster for pre-training camp or training camp.
Yeah,
I've got 100 other guys I got to worry about plus coaches. I can't be waiting on you.
That's fine.
We've got to set
I
a
think
course.
this is why I don't mind his answer here. Yeah. And I feel weird arguing on Aaron Rodgers' behalf because I'm not a fan of his. But he's saying, don't wait for me. If you need to move, move. But I can't answer your question today.
I totally get you, and I would be so frustrated. I would see where Aaron one's going. Let's move on. Then we go out to OTAs and practice, and the three guys you brought me can't hit the broadside of a barn.
And that's why
guess what?
This son of a gun can sit there
and I wouldn't have said gun.
And I would because I don't want to keep this job, but that's why he can go, dude, if you want to go, go. And what he's doing, if I'm being with what I think's going on, he's doing. They're not going to do it.
Of
They're going to
course,
wait for
and
him.
he's going to win.
And he's going to win.
You know why? He's so talented.
Because he's the only one out there that could actually maybe make it.
If I was a head coach and I'm doing battle with this guy, I would rather run the wing tee. I'd run the damn wishbone. I'd do that in spite. I'm not bending to you.
You wouldn't be the coach for very long.
I'd get fired. I'd see. Right.
This would be – you're going to do what now, Coach Farr? Oh, okay, you know what? See me after practice.
I'm bringing back the fullback.
See me after practice.
And the Steelers –
we're going to go over a few things.
The Steelers' options are Aaron Rodgers, and you might win a playoff game. You might even go to the AFC Championship game. Who knows? If you don't, then you are in a rebuild year. That's the options for the Steelers, which is why they are also going to wait.
He is – without a doubt, the best option available, and it's not like the difference between
it's not even
better
close.
than average and average. It's the difference between garbage and pretty good. It's a huge gap between what they have and what he could bring.
I respect the game. I love it, and the Steelers are a pillar of football, not just pro ball, football. Period. And he and his talent are making them wait. That's huge. That's what I'm saying. You've got the Pittsburgh Steelers waiting. Never.
No,
never.
You're right. They're rarely the team left with their, flapping in the wind.
Right.
They're the team that dictates. They don't wait.
Steeltown don't wait.
Yeah.
And they have to.
And that's what he loves more than anything is being in control of all of this. But I didn't detect a ton of. Maybe they're half-truths, but not outright lies like I often believe he's out there doing. What do we got coming up next? A little hot and cold?
Yeah, we're doing hot and cold.
A little hot and cold, a little bit early. We've got some stuff ready for you at 11:30 as well. We are here at the JME Championship. DeMarco, it's getting sunny, which means beers for the patrons, the fans, the people that are out here watching the JM Eagle LA Championship. It's all coming up. It's Trav and DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
Steve Mason and John Ireland.
Mason and Ireland, today at noon after Travis and DeMarco.
Ireland, yesterday we were talking about how I'm a completely different person off the air.
Right.
Juan said, you're the same person. You're just as dumb. You're just stoned or drunk.
Yeah, you're not as outgoing. You're not as vibrant.
I'm a big dumb kid at home. I'm a big dumb kid at work. That's the way I view it.
The OGs of LA Sports Radio. That's Mason and Ireland.
On 710 ESPN.
Cappy here to tell you about my great friends at Ocean Subaru of Fullerton. I'm a huge fan for so many reasons. The safety, technology, versatility, reliability, and they're all about the Subaru Love Promise. The cars are spacious and sporty. You got to go see my boy Omar and his team at Ocean Subaru of Fullerton. They're focused on your needs, and they're the most knowledgeable people when it comes to getting you into the right Subaru. Ocean Subaru, 1100 South Euclid in Fullerton, just off the 91 freeway. Go to OceanSubaruOC.com. That's OceanSubaruOC.com. Ocean Subaru of Fullerton, where every journey starts with love.
Pizza City Fest returns to Los Angeles at LA Live on Saturday, April 26th and Sunday, April 27th. The festival offers a stellar lineup of Southern California's best pizza makers in one location, giving fans the unique opportunity to taste, see live demos, and attend panel discussions with culinary experts over 2 days at LA Live. Get more info and buy tickets now at LALive.com/Pizza City Fest LA. Once again, that's LALive.com/Pizza City Fest LA.
Hey guys, it's Cap. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gatt, one of Southern California's largest public adjuster firms. Avner Gatt knows how to fight back when your insurance company makes you feel like a criminal, leaving you with no hope of getting into your home and getting it all back together. With decades of experience and a passion for helping people, Avner and his family take the call themselves. So whether you have a toilet overflow, a broken water line, a burst supply line, a broken fire sprinkler, whatever the water damage is, you call Avner Gatt today at 818-917-5256 or you go to avnergatt.com. It's 818-917-5256 or avnergatt.com. You call, Avner answers, he says hello. Your claim is our game. avnergatt.com.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, millions of men experience ED, but not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. At HIMSS, our own board-certified urologist, Dr. Peter Stahl, knows this better than anyone, and he knows that HIMSS can help.
Hi, I'm Dr. Peter Stahl, Senior Vice President of Men's Sexual Health at HIMSS. I've helped many guys with ED, and it has never been more convenient to treat than it is right now, thanks to HIMSS.
Through HIMSS.com, you can access a full range of treatment options for ED, including daily or as-needed meds through a 100% online process. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. Find the ED treatment that fits your needs. Options at up to 95% less than the brand names when you get started at hims.com/joy. To start your free online visit and find ED treatment at up to 95% less than brand name prices, go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit.
As you know, we've welcomed a new partner here at 710 ESPN, NextGen. NextGen, the official AC, heat, and plumbing company of SoCal sports fans.
You're as cold as ice.
Call 833-3-NEXTGEN, NEXGEN, or visit nextgenairandplumbing.com. Time for our feature we do 3 days a week. Who's hot? Who's cold? Thanks to NextGen.
Boy, time for Who's Hot? Who's Cold? Take it away, Producer M.
Aloha.
Thanks.
Hello.
All right, so what's hot is Matt Strom. Matt Strom for the Philadelphia Phillies. He is the look-alike to Nicolas Cage. People say that he looks like
he
Nicolas
does look
Cage.
like Nick Cage.
And if you all remember, in National Treasure, a big part of the movie happens in Philadelphia, and so it's just merging these two things together. But Matt Strom had, I don't know if it was last night's game, but I think it was this week. He debuted a glove that has on it the Declaration of Independence, which, again, if you know National Treasure, I'm going to steal the Declaration of Independence is the iconic line. And then in it, too, it has the Freemason little symbol. So I like that Matt Strom is playing into his doppelganger.
Everything about that I like because, A, that he's a Philly makes it even better.
Yeah.
Like if you were on the Diamondbacks, it's not nearly as cool.
It'd still be cool, but not
as cool.
Yeah.
I
if it was
like
in
that
the Nationals,
a lot.
it'd be cool because they do stuff at Nationals.
That's good. That would work.
Yeah.
But I like Matt Strom for one very specific reason.
What?
He's a baseball card nerd.
Okay.
And
this is the guy. Yeah.
And as a fellow baseball card nerd, he made the All-Star team. It was either last year or the year before, and I think it was Topps, the people that make the baseball cards. They made him a special belt, like not like a wrestling belt, but like a belt that you would wear to hold up your baseball pants. And the belt was made of all of the baseball cards that he has appeared on over the years in the major leagues.
Oh, that's cool.
And I just think that's the coolest, nerdiest thing in the world. So that Matt Strom wore it, and he wears the Declaration of Independence. I'm a Matt Strom fan.
You know, I actually stole that idea a little bit. I'm kicking that around for my old teammates because we have all this old stuff. Like I got Isaac Bruce cards, Torrey cards, and I don't know what to do with them. I might make a belt and give it to them.
That's really, you should.
That's a great idea. I love it. But I do love when people lean into their doppelganger, except when it turns into cosplay. That dude that looks like Mahomes, the college player.
Yeah.
When you lean in,
the guy from Nebraska, Raiola.
Yes.
Yeah. He's got the haircut. He's got the. You're trying too hard.
Does he talk like Mahomes?
That's what I'm saying. That's it, bruh. You come back a little bit.
He does copy his warm up routine and
too
stuff
much.
Like that.
Yeah.
It's like, you're not Mahomes.
I'm having trouble picturing him in my mind. Does he look a lot like him?
If he tries, yes, and the sunglasses, certain angles, you could pass as a Mahomes brother.
It Paulo Banchero, who was at the Miami Grand Prix, and one of the guys that was covering the Grand Prix for, I think it was Sky Sports, thought it was Patrick Mahomes and started interviewing.
Yeah. No, the other curly-haired, light-skinned guy.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
The other
and he asked him a question, and Banchero's like, "That's not me, dude. You're thinking of Patrick Mahomes." And the British guy that was covering is like, "Oh, I'm sorry," and just kept moving. He wasn't stunned. That was the thing. Like, he wasn't even a little embarrassed. I'm like, no, dude, that's not okay.
Banchero wasn't stunned, or
no,
the other guy was
reporter.
Stunned? No, that's not okay.
That's what I said. I'm like, no, you
need
to apologize for that. That's not okay.
Somebody was in his ear. That's Mahomes.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's next up?
What's cold is Deion to Virginia. Okay. Weirdly enough, Deion Sanders. Is there another Deion? Deion Sanders to Virginia, and I'm going to explain this. So, in a video that Colorado put out themselves, Deion Sanders in it says, in regards to, he thinks that Virginia, UVA, has been tampering with Colorado quarterback, with a C, Carter Sotomayor, and he says, Virginia, you got to stop. I let you have one, and I didn't say anything about it. And basically saying that Virginia's dropping bags to these players, lots of money, and that he thinks that they're stealing and tampering with his own players. And honestly, this is one for Virginia football. That we're being mentioned by Deion Sanders,
Coach
and that
Prime
we're in
said your
their
name.
that we're in their thing is a huge win. Virginia had a huge NIL endowment from kind of an angel investor.
Okay,
they have been more involved on getting an Ohio State player this past recruiting cycle. So anyway, I just think it's a win that Virginia is even being talked about. So that's what's cold.
I thought you meant Deion to UVA as coach.
Nope.
Oh,
that would be a step down, right?
It would be, and Virginia has Tony Elliott from Clemson.
Okay.
But no, he is mad at Virginia for recruiting their players.
I heard that UVA has a ton of money now.
Yeah, I just mentioned it. Yeah, he has the angel investor. Yeah.
That's what. Yeah, so a lot of kids like UVA is on the map now.
Look, coaches can't get mad about this. This is the new recruiting in college football, college basketball. That before, remember when all of a sudden a recruit would change his commitment from school A to school B, and the guy at school A would go, "Yeah, I wonder why that happened," because you knew somebody had paid off an uncle or a dad or something.
Now it's above board.
Now it's just how much? Well, they got more. I'm going over there.
Yeah,
and Deion, by the way, uses, maybe it's not just bags of money the way that Virginia, but Deion's celebrity and just who he is the differentiating factor for a lot of times. So that someone else is coming in with a bigger bag, you just got to live with it, dude.
We were talking about the Belichick thing and how that may not work out at North Carolina. It could be a disaster. Who knows? If they don't win. And how do you get out of the Belichick business? Can you really fire him and all that conversation? Yep. But his model of building NFL light or an amateur NFL environment, well, I think Deion's kind of building that. And if you're talking about today's athlete, Travis Hunters of the world, which environment is more?
Come on, man.
That's what I'm saying.
But it's not.
You got Prime over here and Belichick's rigid way over there.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and if the money's equal, where are you going?
But where's one winning? Because Deion's not necessarily winning in Colorado.
They're not going. They're not following the winning. They're following the swag. They're following the money. They're following the TV cameras.
Emily, I'm with you. I'm not sure if the winning's the point anymore. When you're talking about millions of dollars are at stake, the kid should have stayed at Tennessee if he wanted a chance to win. They weren't bad.
No.
Roll it back again.
They were quite good. They made the playoffs.
And that's so what's he looking for? More cash. And now he may be coming out west. So it's different now.
So Who's Hot, Who's Cold is brought to you by NextGen, the official AC heating, plumbing, and electrical company of SoCal sports fans. Call 833-3-NEXTGen or visit nextgenaaronplumbing.com. ESPN.com. Look, go back to what you were talking about a second ago. The Belichick thing might not work. It might not. It would not be a – I would be more surprised that it didn't work than if it does, but it's not like this is going to work for sure. There's a very obvious path as to how this might not work.
Mm-hmm.
And it's that he's a 70-something-year-old man who appears to have softening a little bit in certain ways, but he's still Bill Belichick. He's still going to be Bill Belichick. And how does that resonate with 19-year-olds, 20-year-olds, 21-year-olds? I don't know. We're going to find out. And if all of a sudden he can't connect with that and his style does not translate to the college game, that could go bad fast.
It could, or he could build
sure
the amateur version of the Patriots.
I wouldn't be surprised at that either.
He could win like Stanford. He could win like the Ivy League and absolutely just turn the NIL era on its head. We'll do it on the cheap, we'll keep beating you.
Could you win at that level with the players that Ivy League schools and Stanford get, or do you need ballers?
I think if you get the right guys and you have the right coach and you lean into it and you had a Tebow type, absolutely.
Yeah.
You could dominate for a 3-year stretch until you reload at certain spots. But all you need is one.
Ohio State, national champion last year, and I know they're not the first, but this feels like we've kind of entered the next phase of the NIL thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
They spent nearly $50 million on their football team.
Right, yeah, I know.
Okay, that. They spent nearly $50 million.
Right.
So you can be a great coach. Bill Belichick is a great coach. Indisputably, he's a great coach. You can have a really good system, but if one guy is outspending you to the tune of this versus that, good luck,
But
man.
that's always been the case. Go back, and this is the UW recruiting tool versus USC. Now, the Huskies can't beat a kid on SC. This is back in the day before NIL.
Yeah.
Because it's Southern California. But we can get enough kids from around here to help you beat USC. So there's also that possibility. And every time you say you spend $50 million on your roster, there's always somebody that can says, I can do that for half as much. I don't need to spend that much.
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing. I can get certain guys at this price, and I know I can get them.
What do you think the more likely outcome is? That he's very successful, or that it's kind of, and I'm not saying a catastrophe, but just kind of a dud?
Like a big pile of nothing?
He's a 500 guy, and
Like
he's
the
a 500 guy
third
in
best
the
in
middle
ACC.
of a mediocre conference.
It's always a possibility. I mean, I'm assuming Bill Belichick is still Bill Belichick, Darth Vader.
So you'd bet on success rather than mediocrity.
I'm assuming he's still that guy.
Yeah.
But then I see the other stuff.
Yeah.
The new one where he's doing pictures in the sand and everything that's going on and who's running the social media and all that. I don't know.
It doesn't fill me with confidence.
Right. But I'm assuming Darth Vader's still there.
I think when it comes to football acumen, he didn't just forget all that stuff. He doesn't forget how to put together a game plan. He didn't forget how to look at another team and say, here's how we can beat those guys.
But maybe he's going home at 5:00 now instead of staying till 11.
Whatever.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Just you know what? Just send an email, honey. And,
Remember what
just,
you
just
said
let
about
him,
golf?
Just let him know that I'll be there later.
Remember what you said about golf? The best golf is when you start doing what?
Not caring.
I just don't care.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
If we lose,
how bad would he have to be for them to sack him?
Bro, if you're 500 mediocre and you're spending big money on your roster and you're not getting returns, you're going to have that conversation.
Yeah. And by the way, what do they care?
Right.
Like if you're North Carolina doesn't have any emotional investment in him, that's just a straight football player.
Imagine that press conference. You and me get to go up there and fire Belichick. Oh, that would be great.
Well, and it's one of those. Well, you can't fire. He wasn't the greatest coach of all time here.
Right.
He had 2 seasons. He won 11 games in 2 years. What do you want from me?
This is college football. We can fire anybody that's not.
It's almost more ruthless than the NFL in a lot of ways because you're not contracted to these guys and the players in particular in any meaningful way.
I know the noise gets louder in college football because you have sponsors and people that have you over for dinner. Yeah.
They're the ones that we'll buy them out.
It gets loud.
We'll do it. We'll do it. All right. So LeBron tomorrow, Steph and the Rockets over the weekend as well. And are we getting towards the end of the line with that generation of megastars? That's coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
The black and gold are fresh off a win at BMO Stadium, thanks to this rocket from Sergi Palencia.
Shot it in! It's Sergi Palencia, the rebound!
LAFC gear up for another Western Conference road battle tomorrow night.
Palencia with a blistering one-time shot!
Los Angeles Football Club visit the Portland Timbers.
Sergi, I didn't know you had that rocket in your right foot.
I didn't know either.
Coverage starts tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. on the ESPN LA app.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Los Angeles International Airport's People Mover trains begin rolling early next year as part of LAX's ongoing investments to transform and improve your travel journey. The People Mover trains will quickly move guests between their terminals and our new consolidated rental car center, metro trains and buses, economy parking, and Kiss and Fly lot. The trains will make it simple and fast to get to your LAX destination in 10 minutes or less, and trains depart every 2 minutes beginning in early 2026. Learn more at lawa.org/ESPN.
Bottom of the ninth, bases loaded, crowd rocking for Rotolo Chevrolet's top hitter, Mike Capozio. He's facing off with the Bulldog, and these two have quite the history. Here's the pitch. Oh, he got all of it. That ball is out of here like a red Corvette, and it's going and going and going.
Yes!
Dad, are you having that dream again?
Come see what the fun is all about at Rotolo Chevrolet.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
Ready for a delicious escape? The New Islands Restaurant's $10 protein bowls are your ticket. Packed with over 40 grams of protein and stacked with fresh ingredients. They're only here for a limited time, so enjoy one today. Visit islandsrestaurants.com.
First round dates are set for the Stanley Cup playoffs. Be there as the LA Kings host the Edmonton Oilers for Game 1 on Monday, April 21st, and for Game 2 on Wednesday, April 23rd. Tickets are available now at lakings.com/playoffs.
In the 2025 draft, Legends Attic selects Hall of Famer Isaac Bruce.
Hey, it's Travis. Let's kick off draft day at Legends Attic in Claremont this Thursday, April 24th from 9 a.m. until 12 noon as we broadcast live with Rams legend and Hall of Famer Isaac Bruce. You'll have the opportunity to win signed memorabilia, trading cards, Legends Attic gear, and Angels tickets. For more information and to purchase your tickets to meet Isaac Bruce, visit legendsattic.com. We'll see you on Thursday, April 24th at Legends Attic in Claremont.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. In the market for new flooring? Why pay more at big box stores? At Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, every day is a deal, no gimmicks. Call 866-62-FLOOR or visit them online at hernandezwholesaleflooring.net. No sale beats wholesale.
Quarterback Jordan Love isn't just on Green Bay's team. He's also on the American Family Insurance team. Because like us, he believes in dreaming fearlessly.
Just chase your dreams and don't let nobody hold you back.
And we help protect those dreams with the right coverage so you can
dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Empower. Tim collects bobbleheads. A lot of bobbleheads. Baseball bobbleheads, race car bobbleheads, little chihuahua bobbleheads. He's got an entire room strictly for bobbleheads. Does he need them? No. Is his wife mad about it? A little. But Tim works with Empower, and he got good at money, so he can be a little bad. Ooh, horse bobblehead. Classy, Tim. Empower. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN. Your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
The slow build of turning DeMarco Farr into a golfer continues, and we're getting a little further down the road with every segment. The sun's starting to come out. It is a beautiful day here at El Caballero Country Club. It is the JM Eagle LA Championship. If you are in and around the area, if you're a first responder, if you've been affected by the local fires, come on out. They're going to take great care of you. Complimentary admission. Just come on out and spend a great day on them. It is a great opportunity for you. And if you'd like to come out and you need to buy a ticket, JMEagleLAChampionship.com. golfchannel.com is where you can go to do that. We are joined right now by Amy Rogers from the Golf Channel and NBC, where she covers the LPGA Tour. Amy, thanks for coming on with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So we were talking a little bit during the break, and you said to DeMarco that you started playing when you were 6. I started playing when I was a young guy as well, but that doesn't mean it's never too late, DeMarco, to get you out here.
I'm getting there. I'm working. You're messing up my eye line, though. I'm used to looking up, I'm just saying. Okay, so this is what I told him. Like, golf, off the tee, fine, that is just home run derby. I'd crush it, go up and murder it, do what I have to do. This right here is killing me, the second shot, the approach shot. What are they hitting from here? Like, do you know, like, what's their approach coming from here into the green if you're calling this shot?
Yeah, I'm not sure what they I'm not totally sure what the yardage is on this hole today, but they probably have about a mid-iron into this green. I heard from the players that they're extremely firm, very hard putting surfaces, so they're kind of tricky to be able to hold these greens. So that's something that they're going to definitely keep into mind. I've heard these green complexes, a lot of undulations. They're a little bit funky is the word that I've heard. So
that could mean a lot of different things, couldn't it?
It could make a whole, yes, absolutely. But it's just further adding to the challenge. But so far, it sounds like a lot of the players really like it here.
Travis, what did she just say in English?
Funky could mean tricky. They could be hard to read. There could be some grain stuff going on. It could also mean other things that sometimes maybe they're not what they're used to, and maybe, but I don't think that's the case today, but we'll see. So, Amy, tell me about this tournament. Obviously, golf and tennis, they have their major events, but they have other really big events. You were telling me during the break that this is becoming a very popular tournament for the players themselves.
Yeah, in fact, last season, it was named the Tournament of the Year on the LPGA Tour. So that's a pretty huge distinction given they've got over 30 events on their schedule. But when Shirley and her husband, Walter Wang, got involved taking over sponsorship of this event, they did so with the hope of making it one of the best events on the tour. And they were hoping that other events would follow suit. So they immediately came in. They doubled the purse.
Wow.
This year it's now $3.75 million, which is one of the biggest outside the major championships on the LPGA Tour. And other tournaments have taken notice. Last year, more than nearly a dozen tournaments also upped their purses to try and keep pace. So there's definitely sort of a friendly competition that goes on amongst these tournaments, wanting to attract players. And one way you can do that is obviously by having an amazing purse, having an incredible venue, and they also host a pretty cool pro-am party where they give away thousands of dollars in prizes to these players to help offset some of their travel expenses.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, they're doing all the right things here.
Oh, players love free stuff.
Oh, everyone loves free stuff.
Of course. Yeah, you give me free stuff from there. Is that how it works for golf tournaments? I mean, they're all competitive. We were talking. They're at work right now. It's great for us to see them doing their jobs and how serious they are. But is that how it works? I drop a big pile of money and say the best golfers can get this, and you get all the best golfers here when it's this beautiful and this much money? That's how it works?
That's a big part of it.
Okay, yeah.
It's also where it kind of fits in the schedule, and this falls at a good time. In the past, this event had been held after the first major championship of the year. Now, this season is being played the week prior, so it ends up being a great tune-up for a lot of players that want to come out. They take advantage of this opportunity to kind of gauge where their games are at, make those final tune-ups before making the trip next week to Houston for the Chevron Championship.
Amy Rogers, she is a LPGA reporter for Golf Channel and NBC. And Amy, kind of give us some perspective on what Nelly Korda means to the sport right now, what she's been able to accomplish over the last few years. We were talking earlier, you look at the tournament used to be here, about 20 years or so ago. Annika Sorenstam has won this tournament. Sayri Pak has won this tournament. Nelly Korda is one of the heavyweights in women's golf, one of the great players of her generation, if not of all time. Kind of put in perspective what she's been able to do the last few years.
Yeah, she's quickly adding her name alongside two of those greats you just mentioned, and Annika Sorenstam and Sayri Pak. Last season for Korda win 5 consecutive events in a row. Annika Sorenstam was the last player to do that. So what she has done has been tremendous. I mean, one of the biggest ways that the LPGA Tour and the women's game can get more eyeballs is by having incredible golf. And I feel like fans love seeing history. Isn't that part of why we were all glued to our television last Sunday watching Rory McIlroy chase history? We want to be a part of it. We want to witness it. And we saw Nelly Korda make history last year. And it was incredible to witness and to be a part of something that we hadn't seen in more than a decade. And the same could be said for Lydia Ko, going out and doing the same thing last year, winning Olympic gold to get into the LPGA Hall of Fame, and then winning her third major title. It brings so much more attention and more eyeballs to women's golf. So the more that these women can keep doing these incredible things, I think the more people are going to sit up and take notice.
Should I have to whisper? Is she the best golfer out here?
Which one?
Nelly Korda.
Nelly Korda, she is.
She's the best golfer out here.
She is.
By a wide margin?
Yeah, she's the best player in the world.
Okay, so, I mean, what does that look like? I appreciate aura. So when you see her, like, can you just tell that's
can
why?
I try to answer this real quick, Amy?
Yeah.
You won't have to ask which one is she.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
She will walk through and you'll be like, is that her? And the answer will be yes.
It's the aura. Like, how do you know? What does that look like from your perspective?
Well, it helps that she actually looks like a superstar. She's 6 feet tall,
okay,
blonde hair, so she looks the part too. She stands out in a crowd, you could say. So she's got not only the chops, but she's got the looks as well, and she definitely has that sort of swagger, that sort of focus. She calls it her bubble. She likes to stay within this little kind of protective bubble of her team, kind of tries to shut out the outside noise. And so I think you can see that a little bit in how she goes about her business.
You know, like first time I saw Shohei, oh, I get it.
Yep.
Saw LeBron. Oh,
yep.
I get it. Okay.
Yep.
I can't wait to see Nelly Korda out here. For that same reason, I want to see that aura.
There's like a spotlight on them, even when there's not a spotlight on them. They're just a totally different energy. Amy, thank you so much for coming by. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
We're going to see you
nice to meet
on
you.
the Golf Channel this weekend.
We'll have to tee it up one of these days.
No,
eventually.
see,
We're going to bring you over to the dark side.
No, that's not working. That's intimidating.
We're going to cost you a lot of money.
Right, Bruce Springsteen. There you go.
Exactly. Amy, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks so much, guys.
All right, you got it. All right, we're going to continue to talk about the JM Eagle LA Championship. We got some more guests coming up here in just a little bit. Amy, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. So, DeMarco, what she said is exactly right. That when Nelly Korda comes through here, it will literally there will be no is that her? You're like, oh yeah, okay.
You just know when you know.
Okay. For sure. She's tall. She's incredibly athletic. There will be a giant gaggle of people that are with her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like for the most, a lot of the players that have come through, they got their caddy. They might have an official here or there, but this is a different dynamic altogether. Come on in, Sean. Come on in real quick.
That's the guy. See, if that's me and I see that person, that's the person I'm attracted to as a golfer. I want to take that person down if I can. And with golf, I probably can't do it because I'm just not as good, and that's the frustrating part of golf. Yes.
It happens for sure. Okay, we're joined right now by Sean Malloy, who is the marketing manager for JM Eagle. Sean, thank you for coming by. Thank you for having us out here today.
Oh, thank you very much.
Put the mic up by your mouth
there.
here for you, Sean. Thank
How's
you
that
so
right
much.
there?
Appreciate
Perfect.
it. Much better.
Nice.
Much better. So JM Eagle obviously is the title sponsor of the event here today. Why this event? Why JM Eagle deciding to get in business with the LPGA?
Sure, absolutely. I mean, Walter and Shirley Wang are incredibly philanthropic, and our mission is led by moving humanity forward. We support women's athletics and raising the bar for women's athletics, and we're all obviously all huge golf fans, so that's why we're involved here. And specifically this year, LA is our home. We have manufacturing plants across the United States in big cities and small towns everywhere, and we were greatly affected by the fires. I myself was evacuated during the fires. Wow. And we have deep ties to the LA community. And, while the fires were still raging, Walter and Shirley said, how do we help? What can we do right away? And that was really important to us. We knew we had the tournament coming up, and we wanted to help the first responders immediately. So we were very specific in what our funds were doing. We were immediately buying heavy equipment that could be used to clear brush, sandbagging machines that could hold the hillsides back. And then as we were getting into, our donation right now in phase 2, our total is $6.5 million directly to first responders and people affected by the wildfires. So what we started to find out were that there were many first responders, police and firefighters, who were out in the Palisades and Malibu fighting the fires, and they lost their homes in Altadena, and so they lost everything. Their families lost everything. So we wanted to help rebuild their homes, and that's what we're doing. We are the largest manufacturer of pipe in the United States, and we are all about building a modern infrastructure. And, as the fires have burned and destroyed so much property here in Los Angeles, we're on the forefront of helping to rebuild in a modern way. And Walter and Shirley are, like I said, very philanthropic. We care about our city. We care about our first responders. We have great partnerships with the Los Angeles Firemen's Relief Association, with Chris Stein from there. And, this is just the first step, is the $6.5 million. Just yesterday, we just bought a generator for one of the stations up in the hills here. They needed a power generator. We were like, let's do it. So that's another one that we did. And we're going to continue the rollout of our philanthropy over the course of the rebuilding process. We're excited to be here, to support all these incredible young ladies that are, top-class athletes. It's going to be a really fun weekend. We encourage all first responders to come out. You can come and join us as our guest here, as the guest of JM Eagle and Plaspro. In addition, anyone that lost their homes, we encourage them to come out, be our guest. We've got a lot of incredible events happening here at El Cab. And it's going to be a beautiful time to kind of raise the spirits of LA, enjoy world-class golf, and, celebrate together. So that's what we want to do here.
Sometimes you get lost in what happened and you forget about the recovery process, as if you weren't in the affected area, you stopped, I guess, worrying when the fire went out. But there's more to it. There's the rebuilding process, and that is so awesome that there are people out there like the Wangs who are thinking about this and bringing this out. I thought that was the coolest thing, besides being marveled by the golf and watching all these golfers, just inviting people that have been affected by the fire, come on out and just enjoy this. Take a break for a hot minute.
Yeah.
And just enjoy this golf. You're never going to get this close to anything in Los Angeles. This is amazing. I thought that was a great idea.
Yeah, and it's a perfect match between obviously first-class, world-class golf and encouraging Los Angeles to raise your spirits. We're going to rebuild. JM Eagle will be on the forefront of that. And we're here for the long haul. We're going to be rebuilding for years to come here. And, we want to get water to the fire hydrants. We want to get electrical conduit buried underground for safety. And we are the most innovative company doing that, with Walter and with Shirley and with Walter Jr. We're really happy to be part of the community, not only here but across the United States. But when things like this happen, we jump into action. We did a very similar thing down in Adel, Georgia, where one of our plants are. During the hurricanes last fall, we did a similar thing in Asheville, North Carolina. Walter and Shirley care about humanity, and we want to help, everybody live a better life, whether that's through our products, through coming out and enjoying the golf. When we can do it all together, it's a great blessing for us.
Nice pants, by the way.
Oh, thank you very much.
My type of guy. Yeah.
I'm wearing my golf pants.
There you go.
At the golf course.
A little flash. That's me.
Sean Malloy is the marketing manager for JM Eagle, and obviously the philanthropic endeavors that you're talking about and helping the community get back on its feet is incredibly important and incredibly generous. There's also, you guys have really kind of raised the bar as far as LPGA events go, with the purse being increased, with the amenities that you offer the players, some of the perks that come along with this. I know that this event was voted the tournament of the year a year ago, that, being at the tip of the spear, so to speak, with kind of raising the bar for the LPGA Tour has to be a great feeling as well.
Well, 100%. We want the players to get, on the course and off the course, the respect and the sort of acclaim that they deserve with the caliber of play that they have. And, we're LA, we're Hollywood, and we want to bring world-class events like this to our city, and especially in times like this. But, after times like this, the tournament's going to be around for a while, and, we're excited to host people here, come out and see the beauty. We're looking right at the hills, many of which burned during the fires, and we're so lucky to be, we've got a ton of first responders here. We've got, the celebrities and all the athletes. And, the JM Eagle family and the Plaspro family are excited to welcome folks from all over the country here to Los Angeles and see what we have to offer. Come out, enjoy some great golf, and lift your spirits. And, glad to be here.
Absolutely.
Travis, every single one of their second shots hit the green.
They're professionals.
Every single one.
They do it for a living. They're very, very, very good at what they do. Yes, they're something else. Sean Malloy, marketing manager from JM Eagle. Sean, thanks again for having us out. Thanks again for all the contributions JM Eagle has made to the community and trying to, get people back on their feet. And if nothing else, just have a great day out at a great venue.
Thank you so much. We're so glad to be here. Great to meet you guys, and we'll see you out on the course.
I hope so.
I hope so. Pair of those pants. So
there we go. Next Gen
Thank you,
is
guys.
the official heating, AC, and plumbing company of an electrical company of SoCal sports fans. Tell you more about that coming up. We've got the dump straight ahead. Thanks again to Sean. We are here at the JM Eagle LA Championships. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN. And spring
The Stanley
is here.
Cup playoffs are here as the LA Kings host the Edmonton Oilers in round 1. Be there for Game 1 on Monday, April 21st, and Game 2 Wednesday, April 23rd, with both games starting at 7 p.m. Get your tickets today at lakings.com/playoffs.
All right, spring is here, and that means it's time for a fresh start. And did you know that air can be 5 times more polluted than outdoor air can be? We're talking about dust, allergens, pollutants. They build up in your ductwork, and they can circulate through your home, and they can affect you and your family's health. That's why Next Gen is offering ESPN LA listeners a special spring cleaning deal to help you enjoy cleaner, safer air all season long. And for a limited time, homeowners can redeem a whole home air purifier. That's a $1,250 value that is free with any whole home duct system replacement. That's right. You can remove the dust, the allergens, and all those pollutants so you and your family can breathe cleaner, healthier air every single day of the week. And Next Gen makes it super easy to do it. We're talking about 7 days a week, lifetime limited warranty options available. We're talking about financing options available, 5-star service, everything to make it easy for you to breathe that clean, safe air inside your home. So
replacement living arrangement, and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gatt. With years of experience and a passion for helping people, if you've got water damage at home, call Avner Gatt today. 818-917-5256 or avnergatt.com. That's 818-917-5256. Avner Gatt. Your claim, our game.
The sports calendar is heating up, and with ESPN Bet Sportsbook, you can go from checking news and stats to placing bets in just a couple of taps. Stream games, bet live, and get exclusive offers when you link your ESPN account. Right now, you can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet app and sign up with promo code JOEQ to get started today. That's JOEQ, Joe Q. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Vivid Seats is your ultimate destination for basketball and hockey this season. With a game-changing rewards program and an unbeatable selection of tickets, they make it easy for every fan to watch their favorite teams and players in action. Catch every one-timer and buzzer-beating 3 live and in person from your favorite seat. Plus, every ticket is backed by a 100% buyer guarantee, giving you peace of mind with every purchase. Don't miss out. Visit VividSeats.com or download the app today. Vivid Seats, the official ticketing partner of ESPN.
Ah, festival season fashion. Country fans in boots, pop fans in their sneaks, and I in my stretchy pants because jelly beans. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Easter freebie. Get a free stuffed Beanie Bunny on Easter Sunday.
Number 2.
Big League gift giveaway. Get a sandproof picnic blanket when you earn 500 points on your rewards card the 22nd.
And the number 1 reason.
Fog Hat. Live May 22nd. Get tickets now.
Morongo. Good times.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Los Angeles International Airport's People Mover trains begin rolling early next year as part of LAX's ongoing investments to transform and improve your travel journey. The People Mover trains will quickly move guests between their terminals and our new consolidated rental car center, metro trains and buses, economy parking, and Kiss and Fly lot. The trains will make it simple and fast to get to your LAX destination in 10 minutes or less, and trains depart every 2 minutes beginning in early 2026. Learn more at lawa.org/ESPN.
Bottom of the 9th, bases loaded, crowd rocking. for Rotolo Chevrolet's top hitter, Mike Capozio. He's facing off with the Bulldog, and these two have quite the history. Here's the pitch. Oh, he got all of it. That ball is out of here like a red Corvette, and it's going and going and going.
Yes! Dad, are you having that dream again?
Come see what the fun is all about at Rotolo Chevrolet.
First-round dates are set for the Stanley Cup playoffs. Be there as the LA Kings host the Edmonton Oilers for Game 1 on Monday, April 21st, and for Game 2 on Wednesday, April 23rd. Tickets are available now at lakings.com/playoffs.
I'm ready. Let me just grab my bag. Sweatpants, huh? Didn't know we were keeping it casual this month. Yeah, I feel bloated every now and then.
You have to try new Align 3-in-1 Biotic Gummies. They have prebiotics to nourish good bacteria, probiotics to help relieve occasional bloating, and postbiotics for immune support.
All that in one gummy?
Yep. So no sweatpants next time?
Not anymore.
Align 3-in-1 Biotic Gummies for gut health support. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Thy ticket, Lady Jennifer of Coolidge.
Well, many thanks, good sir. Here'th my Discover card.
They accept Discover at Renaissance fairs?
Yeah, they do here. Discover is accepted at the places I love to shop. Getteth with the times.
With the times?
You're playing the lute. Yeah, and it sounds pretty good, right?
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Flashy discounts, gimmicky sales? Don't fall for it. At Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, we give you honest, wholesale pricing all year long. No bogus markups, no tricks, just the best floors at the best prices. Call 866-62-FLOOR. No sale beats wholesale. Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, check them out at hernandezwholesaleflooring.net or call them at 866-62-FLOOR.
For the best prices on hardwood, carpet, and more, call 866-62-FLOOR.
KSPN AM 710 Los Angeles. KRDC AM 1110 Pasadena, Los Angeles.
K256CX 99.1 FM Pasadena, Los Angeles.
It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. It's time for Super Crosstalk.
We
can't woo too loud.
Not too loud. We're right in front of the green.
Oh, sorry. It's
LA
people
Championship.
are playing, so you didn't want to woo.
I've always
so
thought,
loud?
why invite us to a golf tournament and tell us to be quiet?
Yeah, quiet.
Well, I mean,
quiet.
we're right
Yeah.
in front of the 18th.
We are.
Are you literally on the 18th?
Yes,
we
we're
are
right.
Just behind.
They just heard you.
We are just behind the green.
Hey, 18th green, how are you?
Hey,
Stop
18th.
that. Come on.
Well,
Hey,
why are we broadcasting it to the crowd there?
We're not.
No. Just
you guys,
right
you guys
now.
can be as loud as you want. It's just that DeMarco and I need to not
We have to
project
keep
our
our
voices.
golf tone. I have a question. Trev, I've been dying to ask you for this, and I'm glad we have one on. It seems like the way it's going, if Luka and the Lakers do their thing and they pull off a miracle, get into the finals, win a championship, that the league is going to be Luka's. He'll be the face of the league. Is there any path for Ant Edwards to do the same thing?
Yeah,
because he is clearly that talented.
Yeah, he beats LeBron and Luka right now, and he's the reason they win. If he eliminates the Lakers, and make no mistake, DeMarco, he can do it. I have him second team All-NBA this year. And the only reason I don't have him on the first team is because Donovan Mitchell and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander were so good this year. Or else I would put him on the first. There are guys that will put him on the first team. I am on the second team. He averages, DeMarco, nobody's talking about this. Everybody's kind of done this coronation for the Lakers. Minnesota went 17-4 down the stretch. They have the second best record since February 1st in all of the NBA, only behind Oklahoma City. That's it. The Wolves are good, really good. And if he eliminates, it's going to be the highest rated series in the first round. If he eliminates LeBron and Luka, that's the pathway to what you're talking about.
I mean, he has a high likability rate, doesn't he? I mean, and
oh yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a guy you would push as the face of the league if he does this and sends LeBron home.
I don't know
Luka.
if anybody could be the face of the league until LeBron and/or Steph are no longer in the league.
And by the way, if I had to pick somebody to the face of the league after that, it's not Ant, it's Wemby.
But it's performance and health based.
Right.
It is but even if LeBron and Steph are no longer, in the finals year after year after year the way they've been for the better part of 20 years, they're still going to be the topics 1 and 2 until they're no longer in the league, right? Even if you say like Luka ascends, Ant ascends, Wemby ascends, until those guys are gone, they're still the face of the league.
Yeah, and the other thing is Luka's only 26 years old, right? I mean, he's
right. Luka, you're right, DeMarco. Luka is well positioned to take over as face of the league, but Ant could take it from him. If Ant beats the Lakers and leads these guys on a title run, or if Shea leads the Thunder to the title, those guys are in that conversation.
So in your notes about tonight's game, and the T-Wolves have their advantages. They're big. How do the Lakers come out of this with a win on Saturday?
They've been able to hold Minnesota to an average of 102 points a game in these 4 games. The problem is you can't really put any weight in these 4 games because the first 3 were all before Christmas.
Right.
And the last one, Gobert and Randall didn't play. So you got to kind of throw all 4 games out. But, DeMarco, the way that the Lakers would win is they keep the score down and somebody other than LeBron and Luka goes off because somebody's going to get a bunch of wide open shots. They have to double-team Luka. They have to double-team LeBron, which means Rui, Austin Reeves, and whoever else is out there. I think it's going to be Dorian Finney-Smith more than Jackson Hayes.
Yep.
But one of those guys has to have a good game. And then I think the Lakers take care of business.
Yeah, and I think, by the way, they also play Gobert off the court. I mean, Gobert's very good on the offensive glass.
Yes.
He gets a lot of putbacks, all that stuff. But I think at the other end of the floor, you're going to see him hung out to dry on Luka, hung out to dry. They're going to hunt
him
the
in
right
pick and
matchups,
rolls,
put him in pick and roll situations. And I think ultimately they're not going to be able to keep Gobert on the floor.
So, John, kind of going back to what you were saying, that somebody that's not Luka or LeBron steps up and kind of puts the Lakers over the top if they get a bunch of open shots. Kind of flip it around. If it's not Ant for Minnesota, who's the guy that if we come in here on Monday, if the Lakers are in a 1-0 hole, that we're talking about? If Ant goes crazy, that's not a huge surprise.
It's probably Randall, who has struggled in his 15 playoff games so far, has not played well in the playoffs, but I would imagine he's kind of option 2. The other guys, DiVincenzo makes threes, Naz Reid makes threes.
That's the guy
big.
to keep the eye on. Naz Reid normally plays great against the Lakers. And if, like Mace said, they play Gobert off the floor, it's Naz Reid who would be their biggest guy out there.
True.
He's the current 6th man of the year. He won it he won't win it this year, but he won it last year.
Who wins it this year?
Probably Dyson Daniels in Atlanta.
You know, what about Beasley,
no, he's
John?
not. No, Dyson Daniels is a starter. Yeah.
What about
6th man.
Beasley?
Beasley's got a good chance in Detroit. Boy, if Dorian Finney-Smith played a few more games,
the 6th man.
Yeah, he would be in that conversation.
No question.
Let me ask you, John, that when it comes to like the honors we're talking about, like 6th man, coach of the year, all of those things that get voted on at the end of the year, help or hurt to be on the Lakers?
Helps. Yeah, the Lakers get more attention than other people. All their games are on national TV. They play in the biggest market. Lakers are instant ratings, and so everybody in the country sees them doing it. But
I agree with that. So then why am I not hearing more times J.J. Redick's name as Coach of the Year? Because
he didn't do as good of a job as either. And there's 3 guys that would all be ahead of him. Nobody, and I mean nobody, had Detroit finishing in the top 4. So I think J.B. Bickerstaff's going to win it. If not, Mark Daigneault, who won it last year, led a team to 68 wins in Oklahoma City.
Kenny Atkinson
and Kenny
is another
Atkinson's
guy.
the other one. Those are the 3.
But with Oklahoma City in particular, that they're the number 1 seed and won a bunch of games is not a huge surprise. They were probably
they were number 1 last year.
Yeah.
Right.
But
right.
no, the 2 surprises are Cleveland and Detroit.
But are the Lakers not a surprise where they are right now?
Not as big as Cleveland and Detroit. The Lakers have 2. You have Luka and LeBron. That team should finish top 4. Cleveland, nobody. You go back to look, Trav, at the start of the season, nobody had Cleveland number 1 in the East. Absolutely no one. It was everybody picked the Celtics, the Knicks, and a lot of people picked the Sixers, and they didn't even make the playoffs.
Man.
So, but that's why I think it's either Kenny Atkinson or J.B. Bickerstaff.
When was the last time a Laker was given an individual accolade, like a Coach of the Year, MVP? I'm just trying to. Is it Kobe?
That's a good
Last
question.
time.
Kobe won MVP in 2006. I think Lamar Odom won Sixth Man of the Year after that.
Okay.
But you're right, Trav. It's been a long time. Austin
Yeah,
Reeves should be in the discussion for most improved.
Yeah.
But there's some other guys, like Norman Powell for the Clippers should be in the discussion of most improved. That's the award I think Dyson Daniels is going to win. Daniels, I think it's the Defensive Player of the Year, but nobody wants to give it to him. So I think they'll just give him most improved so you can throw him something.
Draymond get the Defensive Player of the Year?
Maybe. Zoo's going to get some votes. Ivica Zubats for Defensive Player of the Year. But I think it'll be one of those 3 guys.
All right, John, have you ever played El Cap? I'm sorry.
Yes.
I didn't mean to.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
You
go
have.
ahead.
Yes.
El Cap.
Have you?
Not recently, but yes.
I keep talking to Travis about these second shots. Everything hits the green. It's amazing. So I keep talking to Travis.
By the way, that's Travis, DeMarco. I played against Travis a lot. He hits the green
Does
every
he hit
time.
the green all the time?
This is what I'm trying
Steady
to get
Eddie.
to. See, and Travis knows exactly where I'm going. I'm turning slowly. I turn. So I said, "What about you and John?" And he says,
I told him the truth.
The truth, I'll tell you the exact truth, DeMarco. We've
Yeah.
played 5 times. I am 0-4-1. And I'm almost 0-5. Trav, do you remember the last time we played?
Yes.
We were in a team match. It was me and Tommy Lamb against Morales and Travis, but Tommy and Morales didn't really factor it. It turned out to be me against Travis.
Okay.
So we get to the 17th hole, and I'm 1 up. So I've kind of got him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm in position. I've got about a 5-footer for par, and I make it. And Travis has like a 30-footer for birdie. So if he doesn't make this putt, then I'm 1 up
did he
going to
drain
18.
it?
Not
30
only
feet.
drained it,
Okay.
drained it after Morales came up and conceded the match to me.
Oh, wow.
Morales walks up to me and goes, "Good match." And Travis looks at Morales and goes, "Get away from me. This isn't over. What is your problem?" And Morales goes, "It's over." Morales is Travis's teammate.
Nice.
Travis, while it was being filmed, somebody has tape of this.
Yep.
Have it.
Rolls in this.
I have it. I watch it every couple of days.
Rolls in this side-winding 25-foot putt to tie the match.
Wow.
So we go to 18.
And then Chris, well, hold on, don't leave
Why
out.
am I
Then
not
Chris
surprised?
is jumping around like this is awesome, and I told him to get bent. Like he was no longer my teammate. Like you gave up. It was over.
Neither one of those guys had done much for us all day anyway. So we get to 18, and Travis pars it. So I have to par to tie it. And I have a birdie putt, but it's a pretty long one, and I blow it way by the hole. Because I thought I had him.
Yep.
I wanted to make the birdie putt. And now if I don't make the comebacker, I lose. But I made the comebacker. And so we couldn't play anymore because they had closed the golf course for us.
So a tie.
Yeah. So that was one
That
time.
was
But
the
the
tie.
other 4 times he just beat me straight up.
Yeah.
"Okay,
Yeah.
that's funny.
Nelly Corda.
That's Nelly Corda.
Yes.
Okay, she just walked
By the way,
there is an aura
great,
there. Wow.
DeMarco, great player, great looking, really marketable, biggest name in the sport for women's golf. And
We were talking about aura. You know when you know.
She
her
almost did
sister's on the tour too, and is good, but not as good as
Jessica.
Nelly. Jessica's good, but not as good as Nelly. But there's
So-
2 Cordas.
I nearly had some breaking news, and what's that line about journalists? You never want to make yourself part of the story. Is that what it is?
There's the breaking news sounder. So
Yes.
what was your almost breaking news?
So where we are here, I'm behind. We're behind the 18th green, and the facilities, the restroom facilities, are kind of down near the locker rooms. Okay.
Yep.
So during the last break, I went down there to go use the facilities. And I'm in there, and I have the door closed. And as I'm coming out of the door, there's
Is it a porta
hallway.
potty?
No,
A regular bathroom. Okay.
It's the bathroom
single-serving
inside
bathroom.
the clubhouse.
Okay, gotcha.
And it's also the hallway that leads to the locker rooms. And as I'm coming out, I'm opening the door. I'm not really paying super close attention to what it is that I'm doing.
Did you go in the women's locker room?
No, I did not. But as I turn around and start to come back down the hallway, I nearly ran into Nelly Corda and knocked her. And I've got, I don't know, 150 pounds on her.
Yeah,
and it would
easy.
not have gone well for
She
her.
may have trucked you.
Yeah. And
No,
it was,
Trav
I'm
would have
thinking-
trucked her. She
Yes,
wouldn't have trucked him.
That she has been knocked out of the tournament because a fat radio guy took her out in the hallway.
Yeah, that would not
was
be
on
good
the
for
table
you.
for half a second. Yeah, it was very, very close.
Hey, guys, I do have some actual breaking news. Greg Popovich has suffered a medical emergency at a restaurant. He left in an ambulance on a stretcher. I had already heard that they were positioning for Pop to retire. I think this kicks that into gear.
That is too bad. Yeah,
I
because
hope he's okay.
He had the stroke during this last
and
season.
he had another incident today. So
He's
I
in
would
his
look
70s, right?
Yeah, I would look for them to have a new coach next season.
Yeah.
That's a real drag.
That is sad.
I mean, he's on the short list of great NBA. Him,
Top
and Pat
5 all
Riley
time.
Yeah,
and
for sure. Top
Phil
5.
Jackson and those guys. It's just, think about, not to get too into the sports of it all, but what an opportunity for whoever does get that job. With
Well,
Wemby
and keep an
everything
eye
that's
out
there.
for this. For whatever reason, all of Pop's coaching tree got fired this year.
Right.
Mike Brown got fired in Sacramento.
Budenholzer.
Taylor Jenkins got fired in Memphis. Mike Budenholzer got fired in Phoenix. They, I think, are going to maybe all come together to carry on Popovich's. They'll pick one to be the
Who
head
do you
coach.
think would be the one?
Mike Brown has the most experience. Taylor Jenkins is probably the best coach of those three.
Yeah.
But what I'm hearing is San Antonio is going to basically appoint one of them head coach, but they're going to be a
then
council of elders and bring
Okay.
them all back. Because, look, it's a great job now
Oh, it
because you
is.
have Wemby, De'Aaron Fox, and Stephon Castle is going to win
Castle,
Rookie
yeah.
of the Year. So you have three good rotation players moving forward. So that's a good job somebody's going to get.
Who am I missing? I got Red. I got Phil. I got Pop. Who's the other two?
Riley.
It would be Pat Riley, and then depending on, I think the fifth might be Steve Kerr, but he doesn't have.
Okay.
He doesn't have the.
Don't let DeMarco's cousin hear that. He wants to run him out of the building.
Yeah, you also Don Nelson has a ridiculous amount of wins.
He's an unbelievable number of wins, but
Yeah,
his
never won
championship
the
record is not
title.
there.
Did we say Red?
I said
Yeah.
Red.
Yeah,
Okay.
Red.
Yeah.
that guy.
Red. The locks are Red, Phil, Pat Riley, and Pop.
Boston.
Yeah, Red.
And then after that, you can add to that list if you want. Eric Spoelstra would be in consideration.
Oh
for
yeah,
that
he
fifth
absolutely
spot.
would. So, guys, what are you doing for the Easter holiday? Is it a family thing? Is it a church thing? What are you doing?
All of the above.
Oh, yeah?
all the above.
Where do you go to
yes.
church?
Going with my brother, with Mario this year, going to his church.
Oh, nice.
So that's going to be fun. And then we go to his house for dinner, and then we come back to Koreatown for another one.
And will you
Another
have like
dinner.
Easter baskets and all that stuff?
We're not doing baskets, much to the chagrin of my daughter.
Easter egg hunts have gotten very expensive.
We're doing an Easter egg hunt. We're attending one. We're not doing one at our house. So we are doing Easter.
So if DeMarco's all of the above, I'm none of the above.
You're not doing any of it.
Well, so I'm
You're
going
to
to
stay home and watch the
this.
playoffs.
Well, I will be definitely doing that. I'm going to go play golf with my dad tomorrow morning. Then
Nice.
I'm going to come home. Susan's out of town, so I'm going to be by myself, and I will probably get some take-in and watch basketball to celebrate Easter.
Yeah, that's not a bad way to go.
Not bad. How about
No.
you guys?
I'm going out to the desert seeing Mom and not stepdad Leo. Staying there tomorrow night. Wake up Easter morning and have a little brunch and head back. Try to avoid the Coachella traffic.
Oh, my gosh.
The Coachella, we're getting out of there like 9 a.m. Sunday morning because the Coachella traffic is
My
ridiculous.
mom drove back from the desert at noon on Sunday, and she said it took 3.5 hours. She said all the Coachella
On
traffic.
Sunday she did it?
Yeah. Last Sunday. So 9 a.m. you should be
9
fine.
a.m. Yeah,
Yeah.
try to beat that because I've been stuck on that 10 after the Coachella or after Stagecoach or one of those things. It's nuts out there.
That's almost a deal breaker to be out there on a Coachella.
Have you ever been to Coachella, Travis? You strike me as a very Coachella kind of guy.
Nace, let me ask you.
Yeah.
Do you think I've been to Coachella before?
I'm guessing
I'll be
no.
very disappointed if the answer to this question is yes.
I'm guessing no.
I think if you were going to design an event to make sure that Travis Rogers never shows up, it would look a lot like Coachella.
That is it right there.
Yeah, I think that's a
It
very
is.
good way.
One time I went and I had like VIP passes, and I'm like in a dirt field with porta pot. It's like the VIP part didn't even make a difference. It's still I mean, I saw good acts, but I did not. I didn't love the experience. So I only went one time.
I think, John, you and I are similar. Like, we'll glamp. We're not going to camp, and I'm not sitting in a field
I
listening
would
to
pay
music.
whatever the tickets cost. I would pay that much to not have to go to Coachella.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's how much that event is not for me.
All right, boys, we're going to leave it for you. We are here at the JM Eagle LA Championships at El Cap. Thanks to everybody that had us out here today. One last time, jmeagleLAchampionship.com if you want tickets. If you've been affected by the fires, just come on out. They're going to hook you up. Complimentary day for you and your family. Same thing for first responders. Come on out. Have a great day here at El Cap and watch a little great golf along the way. That's